think to yourself, why are we not considering them as a contender?
Well, they
because
just haven't
why?
put
They're
together
8-5. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Because for whatever reason, throughout this year, they have moments like they had last night. They had moments like they had against Washington. They have these games where you're like, oh yeah, this is the team that's been the Detroit Lions of the past 2 or 3 seasons.
Yep.
And then there are these other games where they just are not that team. But
right.
I agree, Alan. If they are that team, and the problem is now they run into one major issue. With 5 losses, they are not going to be able to get home field advantage. And home field advantage to me, Don, with this Detroit team is a big deal. Now, granted, they lost to Green Bay at home. That's a rivalry game on Thanksgiving.
Right.
But in general, the reason I started the show getting the pick right before I decided to get it wrong, part of it was that you love Detroit at home, right? And they won't have that in a championship game this year in all likelihood.
Oh, they might not even make the playoffs. We'll see. But everybody's talking up Chicago and Green Bay, and they're playing each other this week, so they'll catch a break with one of those 2 teams losing. But they're the kind of the afterthought in that division because everybody talked about the Packers to start the year, and now everybody's talking about the Bears now. So the Lions are kind of laying in wait, but they did what they had to do. You know, they didn't look great against the Giants, but they did what they had to do. They had to win the game, but they've kind of become the Bills of the NFC, where we keep asking the question, why can't they get over the hump? The Bills, well, they just can't get by Kansas City. Detroit, well, it was San Francisco that knocked them out. Last year it was Washington that knocked them out. Now they look like they've taken a step back and somebody else is going to win the division, kind of like the Bills. So it kind of focuses back on the coach. You know, is there something that Dan Campbell, because we talk about how great he is and how he's turned that whole program around, but is he someone that can lead them to the promised land? He can get talent, he can motivate them, but at some point, he's got to get him there, and he hasn't gotten him there yet. And when he did have that opportunity in San Francisco, and it was his decision that cost them a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and they haven't gotten back there since. So I know we talked about Campbell as a successful coach, Peter.
Sure.
But is he really? He's successful at getting Detroit relevant, just like McDermott was relevant, gets respect for making the Bills on the cusp. But are they good enough coaches to get them to where they need to be?
And this is the year where it was open. You know, that's the part that's tough. You got it. They're sitting there right now, just on the outside looking in. But don't look now. They have a match at the Rams next week. The Rams, by the way, back-to-back have Detroit and Seattle. So there is a world in which the Rams could still get to 5 losses. And if you're Detroit and you beat the Rams for one of those losses, you could end up finishing this thing at 5 losses with a head-to-head win over the Rams. So as much as we can get sure we know something in 1 week, guys, and right now we sit here on December 5th going, oh, I'll tell you what, I see the Rams. They only have 3 losses. We still have – most of these teams still have 5 games left.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it sticks this way. Chicago 1, Rams 2, Eagles 3, Detroit on the outside. How could you be sure it stays that way?
Yeah,
you know, one thing I do know. What do you know? Is as much as I said last week, remember Monday night, Giants fans, you're sitting on the edge of your seat, leaning forward right into that. I got to be honest. I'm going to be working because the Knicks play at noon on Sunday. But I'll be as invested as I possibly can. So I can't pretend I'm going to be at the edge of my seat because I'm going to be covering a game. But Dolphins-Jets, I don't care what the records are. I don't care. You guys know how I feel about the Dolphins. You know, understand that the history for me as a Jets fan started with the Mud Bowl. Okay, that was my first depressing fan experience. I never really had one until that. I mean, I was a Yankees fan. Then I was an Islanders fan. Yeah. All I saw was winning. And then this happened. And I thought, okay, got this great team. They're going to the AFC Championship game, sack exchange, and then the Mud Bowl happened. So, like, the hell with the Dolphins, the hell with Don Shula and all that history. No, I take them down with you. Your season's over. Bury them, too. That's how I feel. So if you wanted to get some emotions, some movement out of me,
you got it.
That game.
That's all we wanted was movement. It moved. Peter, it moved.
Oh, no, he's finally got movement.
He had some mango for breakfast. Good for you. Oh, because that's really
all I got.
That's all I've asked. Like, Jet fans, you are playing relevant football. Not relevant for your present, relevant for your future, but also relevant to disrupt other people's presence. I'm telling you, the Dolphins probably are looking at, hey, we're going to beat the Jets. Of course we're going to beat the Jets. Well, they said, of course we're going to beat the Saints, and they almost lost to the Saints. Mm-hmm. So you can knock the Dolphins out, kill them, end it, end their season.
So,
and then you go to Jacksonville. Well, why not disrupt Jacksonville? They're not any kind of world beaters. Then you go to the New Orleans Saints. All right, you should be able to win that. Now we start to talk. But one step at a time, Alan. Don, you have a game that's worth watching.
You keep talking like that. There's going to be more than movement.
Well, I'm just saying.
You got me all
fired up. All right, it's a fired up.
Look what he's doing. Like he's throwing out all these like, now you can win that one. Now you can win that one. All I'm saying is, Jets Dolphins is a little different for me. Look, you can't. The Bills, they're well established, on their way. Nothing. You can't steal one from the Bills and it'll feel good. No, that doesn't matter. Patriots, come on. It's not gonna mean anything to the Patriots.
Hold on, for the record, Don. He's you know what he's doing here?
What am I doing?
It's sad to see him talking, just saying this, because he knows perfectly well he doesn't want to have hope. But if they were to beat the Dolphins, that's 4 of 6 for this team. They'd be 4-2 over the last 6. You would then be hyped to see them steal something from one of those two teams. You'd start thinking about it. That's the thing. And you're
because
scared
I don't.
to feel.
No, I don't know that
if
matters.
You feel you could hurt.
I know this matters. Listen, the Dolphins have had the Dolphins haven't been great. The Jets have been terrible. But in the last 19 games, the Dolphins have won 15 of them against the Jets. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So they suck, but they own you. That's the stuff. That's where, as a fan, I'm a little more invested because, okay, Aaron Glenn, you really want to show me something? When they come in and they don't like playing in cold weather, it's going to barely hit 40 on Sunday. Like, that's when now you want to, like, show me something, get a win over a division rival, bury them too, and then I'll feel pretty good about things. Because you kept asking me, did I smile when folk hit the field goal last weekend? Yes. I clapped my hands. Okay, nice. Let's keep it moving. This is also one of those games for me that I'm going to, again, I wish I could watch it, but I can't, but I'll watch it back, that I'm just going to say, I want to be able to enjoy. I'm going to know the score, but I want to go home and put that game on and watch it back with a smile on my face like, all right, good, we buried them too. The hell with them. And then that's it. Like, those are the little things, the baby steps
that's
right
all
now.
It is. Well, that's all you're left with. That's all you have.
Yep.
And then I was just talking, because I got the schedule in front of me. Then you're at Jacksonville. All right, Jacksonville's going to need that game. Maybe you can disrupt things there. At the Saints, I would think right now that's a game where I think the Jets are going to be favored. If things continue to progress the way it's going, they're probably going to be favored in that game. Saints have no interest in winning anyway. They're done. And then you close out at home against the Patriots at the Bills. So, yeah, those are probably losses, but there could be style points in those games, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you win 2 of the next 3. And then you go in and you play well against the Patriots, well against the Bills, but you lose both of them because those are clearly better teams. You're going to feel very good about your coach going into next season, and then you can check all the boxes with the draft or everything else. Yeah. I think that's why you're hyped for this game. Kyler Murray is officially done in Arizona.
Oh, boy.
As far as this season, and probably done for his career. We talked about Kyler Murray as somebody that maybe could be that bridge quarterback. Maybe at this rate, guys, he might be somebody that just flat out gets released by the Cardinals. We don't know how it's going to go down. He's obviously damaged goods, but if you're looking for that bridge quarterback, he might be available, guys. So but you worry about that during the offseason. But right now, I think there's a reason to watch the Jets.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I gave you my reasons.
I get into 4 and 6, even beyond the whole. You know, Alan has his Dolphin history, Don, which like literally predates my watching of football. So I'm not going to say that's the thing.
You were 3.
You're younger.
Yeah, I was not dialed in for the Mud Bowl.
You might have been in front of the TV. I mean, well, your dad wasn't a big football guy, right?
No. Only if I was watching some sort of political talk show and they mentioned it. Otherwise, did they make it to the Sunday morning news programs, Don? That's the only hope you got there.
Well, what was the big show before NBC's coverage started back in the early 80s? What's the big NBC morning show?
Like whatever their news hour was.
Like when I was a kid.
Was it McLaughlin Group?
I might.
Wow.
All I know
we
is
might have been in McLaughlin Group.
When I was a kid, waiting for the Giants at 1, or whatever was the 1 o'clock game. Having to sit through all of those news political shows until we got to 12:30. Because when I was a kid, I was into the pre-games. Because that's where you found out everything. There were no all sports radio. There's no way to find that information. But you'd be up because you're a kid. You're up. because you went to school all week. So just the death of Sunday morning television until you got to 12:30 for the football. And you just sit. I'm just trying to remember some of those shows on CBS.
McLaughlin Group debuted in '82.
Yeah, you sort of probably got that, right?
But I don't know when it made it to national. I don't know if it was national then. But yes, that's the only hope there was of me watching any football game in 1982. But for me, the interest in this team is, do you have a coach that you're playing for? Is there someone? We know he made mistakes early on. We certainly feel, none of us loved the games he played with the media, didn't think it was the right tone. But if you get to this point now in a lost season where your players continue to play hard and win scrappy football games on a team that does not have a quarterback, this is the only good you can hope for. That's all there is to get from this year. Do you play for the coach? And, Don, I think a rivalry game like this is another big one for that.
Yeah. Because, again, the Dolphins are a team that Jet fans hate. And just you would feel some satisfaction, right, of knocking the Bills or not knocking the Dolphins out of the playoffs. And listen, I don't think it's going to happen, but you're going to get to Week 17, and the Patriots are going to come here. You wouldn't want to at least, knock them out of possibly having to bye in the – again, I don't see it happen, but that's what you got to live for.
But I'm not – I'm taking it one step at a time. I get what you're doing, and that's fine. But to me, because Miami is – they're not a good team. They have had some recent wins. They've gotten their offense a little bit better. There's some whatever was going on there, all the controversy going on there, they fired the GM, and they seem to have gotten through the turbulence, right? So but they're I look at that as more of a take them out, because at least it feels like something. And if there's one thing left, you want to say is, I hate using the word this is the Jets Super Bowl kind of thing. But if you're a new coach and you're trying to take a scrappy team and try to show that you can coach and coach guys up, this whole week is like championship week for me. I'm treating it like that. Boys, we're at home. We're playing a division rival that's down like us. Let's keep them down.
How about this?
That's all I'm saying. I want to see does he have that kind of preparation and also motivation? The things that make a coach that go beyond, well, I have more talent than you, so I'm going to win. All right, but I can do things that my team just looks way more prepared, locked in, and focused than the opponent does. We know the Dolphins are not good playing in cold weather.
So the weird thing about the Dolphins is they've won 3 straight, and 2 of them were over high school teams, the Commanders and the Saints. Before that, they beat the Bills 30-13. There are 2 losses over this stretch that are so weird because of how easily they could be 7-5. Guys, they got blown out by the Ravens 28-6, which did not age well. Getting blown out by the Ravens this year has not aged well. And they got blown out by the Browns 31-6.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in there, they blew out the Falcons 34-10. They played with the Chargers, lost 29-27. They lost 27-24 to the Panthers. They're a weird team.
Yep.
You cannot be sure what you're going to get. I think you have to say at this point, on this weird season we've seen, the Dolphins are a team that's capable of winning football games. They're a decent team. So they're not a great team. They're not even quite a good team.
No.
But they're a team that wins games. Can you go beat a team that's capable of winning football games?
That's why I told you. That's why if I didn't have to work Sunday, I would be locked in on the couch. I wouldn't be sitting on Red Zone. I'd be locked in on this game. Yeah. Straight up.
And you'll peek in while you're doing the Knicks.
I got my phone. I'll definitely be checking.
Because that's what happened to me with the Giants on Monday. Was because they had me back in, and Dart was playing, but of course I was calling the Devil game.
Yeah.
But so I started looking at my phone and turning to Danico and be like, oh, I guess I was wrong, 10-0. Oh, I was definitely wrong. It's 17-0.
17-0. Yeah. By the way, why am I so tiny today in the?
You're very far away.
Or are we too close?
No, you guys are perfect. Lined up nicely, and for whatever reason, all right, that's better.
There you go.
Okay.
Look at that.
All right. Asking
We're all
you
the same now.
receive.
All right, let's talk to the people. It's a football Friday. A lot of different stuff to get into. 1-800-919-3776.
Can we take a bath though first, real quick?
Well, you didn't shower today?
Well, I showered, but I think we all collectively might want to take a bath.
Wait for the splash.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Because my friends at Bath Mitter.
What's Bath Mitter?
Bath Mitter is like when it's cold out. you just put them right on your hands. Keeps your
I
hands
was
warm.
going to say, just if for some reason you want to take a bath but keep your hands dirty.
Yeah, like
The bath emitter.
A polar plunge, if you will, but you want to keep your hands warm. Anyways, we're talking about Bath Fitter, of course, and as you know, they remodeled the bath in my home. We took out an old bath, turned it into a beautiful shower. They do that renovation, but they also have the beautiful, unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. Goes right over your old bathtub, and everything looks nice and new, and it totally transforms your bathroom. Right now, they have no money down, no payments, no interest for 18 months. No interest until April of 2027. They also have a great sale that they're going on right now. You can save up to $800 on a complete bath fitter system. So this would be a perfect time to do it, especially during the holidays. You're going to have people over. Somebody's going to use that one bathroom in your house that you're a little embarrassed about or just feel like it needs a freshen up. This is the time to do it. Bath Fitter, as I said, is a permanent fit solution. They are the leader in bathroom renovation. Don't go anywhere else. It takes just one day. Durable, easy to clean, no demolition, and a lower cost than a full replacement. And best of all, lifetime guarantee. That's right. It's lifetime guarantee, which means they believe in it, and you should too. Interested? Go see their website or call for details on this Black Friday savings that I just told you about. You can trust the Bath Fitter team like we did. Start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com because there's only one Bath Fitter.
Well done.
Yeah, I love what you did there. I feel like I want to take a bath now.
I feel cleaner.
Everyone feels clean because of the whole thing, the whole bath fitter and bath mitter situation. Let's get started with Gil in the truck. I don't see my bill. There we go. Gil, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Petey? Petey,
Yo.
I got to run this by you. Don, what's up, Don? What's up, Hahn?
What's
Hahn,
up?
you are not right. And I'm going to tell you why. Petey, yesterday you let all the listeners know your perfect philosophy on not picking the Cowboys.
Yep.
You said it was a sucker bet. You said all the right things, bro. And then you let Hahn talk you out. And look at Hahn now. Look over, Petey. Hahn got a big smile on his face.
I see it. I see his big dumb grin.
Of a 3-point play, Petey. A 3-point play. How did you let Hahn talk you out of the perfect philosophy that you had? You got to explain that one to me, Petey. I'm going to let you guys go. Explain.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. No, honestly, greed, wanting to get points. I should have. I laid it all out there why Detroit was right. If once Allen went with 2 with Detroit, if I wanted to gain on him, I should have just picked 3 and went with Detroit. And then I still could have gained on him.
That would have been the move, man. That would have been the move.
Instead, in my greed, I went, I can see the Cowboys winning. Let me roll the dice.
But you have to make decisions like that. You're so far behind. I can't.
But I'm not
that
far behind.
What he just said, though, Don, is a way better strategy, though.
That would have been a way better strategy.
And
going with your actual heart.
Your
Your smart, your brain. No, not going with your heart. Going with your brain. I would have been going with my brain, and instead, I said, let me just throw up a Hail Mary. And then I'm sitting here watching, Dallas turn over the ball in the first drive of the second half. And
that was bad.
There's never a hope they could stop Detroit. At no point.
But when they got it to a 3-point deficit, I'm like, I'm going to get screwed by the hook, aren't I? I was mad. Stephanie was asleep, and I just kept waking her up going, watch, look at this. Watch what's going to happen. Watch.
I'm sure she cared deeply.
So mad. She did not care at all.
Sure that's
she
why
was
you
mad
were
at me.
broke.
But I had to tell somebody because nobody was responding on the group chat. Way to go, boys. Made me feel lonely.
The group chat was quiet. Listen, I'm in a tough spot right now. I'm still watching games on iPads and phones right now. You're
in boxes. I get it. And Don had parent-teacher night. I'm not blaming you guys. I'm more blaming Jake and Anthony.
The parent-teacher night was the problem with that was that then we had to work on the kids' homework. And today is their birthday, so happy birthday to the twins. They turned 8 today.
Oh, my.
Bury the lead.
8.
So
8?
Yes, they're
Amazing.
8 years old today. So we had a lot of rapping and stuff for so it was rough, and so I apologize. But I did go to bed. What was the score when I went to bed? It was 30-19. 30-19 Lions, and then I checked on the score on the Alexa, and I heard that it was that they lost the game. But no, so I'm sorry. I'm usually
don't be sorry.
It's not about you. I thought Peter would be talking trash when they cut it to 3. No. He didn't, and Anthony and Jake.
It never felt good.
Out.
I thought about it. I thought about it in that moment, and then I went, I don't feel good about this. I don't want to get involved in this. No one wants to be involved in trash talk when you know you're going to lose.
Do we have the drop from yesterday of Peter saying, how about them Cowboys at the end of the show?
He did say that.
Yeah.
What about the drop the day before Thanksgiving, the For Your Ace drop, when I went, we never heard that back. That moment when I decided to go heads up against Allen on Thanksgiving for your ace. We never – did that die that day before Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Is that?
I don't think you said
something?
For your ace, though. I think the problem is you said in, and we probably shouldn't run that again.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It got dumped, but it made YouTube. But then I cleaned it up. I said it again just for posterity's sake, but it died. All right, we'll stay with last night for a moment. Let's go to Nick in Westwood. What's up, Nick?
Hey, guys. I just want to make 2 points about last night's game. So the first point being that, the special teams played a really factor into that game. The Lions got the ball at the 45-plus every time. They kicked it off, and they returned it to the 45 every time. A pass over the middle, they were in field goal range right away. Mm-hmm. And the other thing I want to talk about is this defense. The first 2 drives, they were getting pressures on Jared Goff, and you saw him spiking the ball into the ground. And then after that, Eberflus is awful, giving up 40 points a game every week, and they can't even get pressure on them.
Yeah, I wonder, Schottenheimer's been good there, but I do think Eberflus probably will be out. It's been bad.
One and done?
It's been bad. Now, you could, what do you blame? The secondary's not good. But he's right. It has been bad. But
Secondary's
the
young,
Lions
though.
also just don't lose back-to-back. And we talk about coaching. Like, Dan Campbell has done I know what you said earlier, though, and that this does happen, and we're seeing it more and more. There's coaches that can take you from the absolute suck and make you relevant and make you competitive, but are they good enough to take you from suck to champion? And Dan Campbell has taken them out of the suck, and they have become perennially a really good team. Last year they were fantastic. But they had they again, laid an egg in the playoffs to the Commanders at home of all places. And this year they have been good, not great. But one thing you got to say, they don't lose consecutive games. There was a lot of little things about why I wanted to believe in the Lions last night, and that was one of them. I think it's like 15 straight that they have won after a loss under Dan Campbell.
That's a great underrated stat. That's really telling.
What does that tell you, right? They don't really stay in it. Like, if they lose a game, they quickly recover and they get right back to it. And it can't be because, they just play a bad team next. No. Like, that says a lot about coaching there.
Well, it also helps if on the other side of the ball you have Eberflus. All right, we take a quick break. 1-800-919-3776. Football Friday, so whatever football you got on deck, we're down to talk about it. Jets with a game that actually has Allen somewhat interested this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
A lot to do here on a Friday. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Gotham City football is coming. Be at MetLife Stadium for Week 14 as the New York Jets face the Miami Dolphins for the team's first ever rivalries game on Sunday, December 7th at 1 p.m., presented by Avery Dennison. Fans in attendance will receive a rivalries rally towel while supplies last. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon and happy Friday, but not a happy ride over in Jersey. 80 westbound heading into Patterson. Truck fire slowing you down. Right lane out by exit 57. You're bumper to bumper there from the Garden State Parkway in Saddlebrook. Inbound George, still have some road work on the upper deck, just about a 5 to 10 minute ride. Worst of it's the outbound side, Cross Bronx westbound. A broken down truck in the right lane on top of the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. Slow crawl there from the Bruckner through to underneath the apartments. Outbound Lincoln already about 15 to 20. Outbound Holland 10 to 15. Already packed on the Staten Island Expressway westbound heading over to the West Shore. Long line of brake lights from the Verrazano on through. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
Yeah, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on a chilly Friday here in the Tri-State, talking some football. They are still doing that, apparently. However, not only do they do the football, guys, they also do a little thing called Game Time. Brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time,
it's Tully time. It's Tully time.
The Knicks and the Yaz, and Yaz Flute, coverage immediately following us right here on 880 at 7 o'clock. The Devils and the Golden Knights in Jersey at 7 with Donnie Pucks on the call, or Don Pucks, depending. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
No, I don't.
Do you want to explain to Don?
Let's go Cowboys!
Oh, no, I don't want any.
So there's multiple options.
No.
It is Fraud Friday. We did say we were going to bring this back. So I think we're dragging Peter into court today.
I don't want
to. So you don't want to miss it, 4:30.
I don't want to hear those ever again.
No.
The rod.
I have to submit them as Exhibit A and B.
Sounds like Alan might be starting things off at 4:30.
I do plan to be on the docket.
Let's change the subject and go to Brian in Sleepy Hollow as fast as we can. Hey, Brian.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, man.
Good.
I hear what Alan's saying with this. I hate the Dolphins. They just field doesn't belong in football in the first place. But but also at the same time, like losing this game. I'm looking to draft maybe a quarterback and like a wide receiver in the first round this year.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
What do you mean why? And also Kyler Murray thing. Come on, man. He's empty.
I don't want. I don't. I'm with you, Brian. I don't think the
Jets
drinking
Mountain Dew.
What quarterback are you drafting? Just because you need a quarterback?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Right. It's not needing paper towels. It's a quarterback.
I think we're not going to be good enough. We're going to be too good if after mediocre next year, I think. So we're not going to be. I don't know. I guess you could.
Brian, I got to be honest. Brian, I've been saying this, and I don't think Jet fans really want to hear it, so they just ignore it. But I really think we have to come to grips with the idea that I don't think Aaron Glenn, who comes from Detroit, where they traded for Jared Goff, I don't think they're looking to take a quarterback out of college and try to go that way. I think they want to find like the next
diamond in the rough.
Yeah, like I think that or a quarterback that just happens to shake free somewhere where they get tired of him. I don't think it's Kyler. I don't want it to be Kyler. But I think that's the direction they're going, not draft one, especially in a draft this year where it's not really considered to be a strong draft.
The reason I went after you because of the whole draft. Why? Like now, you're not going to be drafting high enough to get Mendoza, if they even like Mendoza. I think the reason, Alan, they have that philosophy is they know that there is not a quarterback in this draft that moves them.
That's going to change anything.
Rich Cimini said earlier this morning they're probably going to find their quarterback in 27 in the draft. Because
you know what? You want to hear that,
options.
Don?
Yes, I'd like to hear that.
Let's hear from Rich.
I'm not as sold on that as I was a couple of weeks ago. I think they're open to waiting to 27. There's so many variables. I mean, we don't even know if, Dante Moore or Ty Simpson will declare for this year's draft. You hear mixed things on that. It could be a one-quarterback draft, in which case, look, we know the Jets are they're definitely not going to be picking first, probably not going to be in the top 3 or 4. Are they going to trade and make the trade that Carolina made a couple of years ago, would they go from 8 to 1 to get Bryce Young? They gave up how many number ones? And DJ Moore and picks. Are the Jets going to give up that to move up for Fernando Mendoza? I'd be skeptical of that. So I do think the 27 thing is definitely in the conversation now in terms of when they go for the quarterback.
Yeah. So to sit there and want to tank for what? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, if you lose the game, I'm not saying you got to go, cry in your pillow. I mean, obviously the positive byproduct of losing games is to have a better pick, but you want to know you got a coach. And so if you play well and it's coached well and you lose on the last second field goal, you're not punching the wall for that reason. But to sit there and root for losses so that you can draft a quarterback, again, like I said, it's not like I need paper towels and toilet paper. I mean, it's too important to pick. I need a quarterback, so I'm going to go buy a quarterback or draft a quarterback. You got to like the guy. And I don't even know if they like Mendoza. They've got the picks that they probably could trade up if they wanted him. You're not making that move for Mendoza. Maybe he'll turn out to he'll be the next great quarterback in this league. But nobody's feeling that right now. No. You're not feeling the vibe that he's a must pick. He'll go one, but that's, I think, just by default. No?
Somebody will take him, whether it's the Saints or whatever. Yeah, because everything that Kuiper says suggests that some of these other names that you're hearing about, again, Dante Moore being one of them, but there's a couple others that have promise. The kid from Alabama is another one, right? Ty Simpson if you have the ability to stay another year, do it. This would be the year to do
that.
And more than likely, you'll see that.
They're all going to do that. And please, don't get me wrong on the Kyler Murray. I'm bringing it up just because he could be a good bridge. If he gets released and he's a free agent, you
get him for nothing.
Pick him up and just have him be part of your quarterback room and see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, him and Justin Fields.
I was going to say, though, that to me, the killer part about that is we just did a year of, hey, we don't really have anything at quarterback. Let's trot out the guy who's never really been what everyone thought they could be.
But still better.
It's running it back. It's the same thing.
It's not exactly the same.
He's slightly better.
I think more than slightly better.
He's a full notch better, and still a couple notches
Well, that's
short
why I wouldn't
of really
trade
good.
for him. But if you tell me he gets released by Arizona and I can pick him up for practically nothing, I'm going to do it.
Well, I agree. I don't think they have many other choices. Rather than, well, what's the point? You don't want to lose picks to get a quarterback who you're playing for a year.
Yeah, no.
What's the point of doing that?
Exactly. Plus, contract-wise, too, that doesn't make sense.
Let me look at these Kyler Murray stats.
They've got to find – we all know they got to find a quarterback. I just don't feel like you're just going to close your eyes and just, reach in the dark and hope you find one. Like, you've got to have a plan. And I'm telling you, Glenn comes from Detroit. They had a plan. And their plan was that Stafford didn't want to be here anymore. And the Rams didn't want Jared Goff anymore. And that was the number one pick that did quarterback a team to the Super Bowl. And he's still young. And they got him. And it's worked out really well. He's really rejuvenated his career there. Because it looked like between him and McVay, McVay wasn't even talking to him at the end there in L.A. So they did turn him into something very useful while also building up around him using draft picks instead of using a draft pick or even draft capital on a quarterback that now you got to wait a couple of years to hope that he develops into something.
I haven't done the work, but a great top 5 would be top 5 best trades that worked for both teams. Without doing the work, it feels like that Lion-Rams deal would be in the top 5.
Oh, it's a beauty.
You got the Rams a Super Bowl. Yeah. It made the Lions relevant again. Yep. And maybe they get to a Super Bowl with Goff. How many other trades do you see work out that well for both teams?
I can't think
of
what's
better. In the NFL,
better.
You almost never.
Well, because you don't see a lot of trades in the NFL. But really any sport where both teams are like, yeah, I'd do it again. It was great.
That is so unusual.
Like there's always a winner and a loser in every deal.
Now, listen,
and I guess you could say the Lions were the loser because they haven't won yet, but I'm sure they're very happy where they are, much better than they were with Stafford ever, and the Rams got over the hump.
Now, the thing is, though, it's pretty hard to picture the Lions not winning with Stafford and St. Brown and Gibbs and all the other things they've put in place here.
So you think it would have happened anyway?
Well, that's not how life works, right? So we can't really analyze it that way.
You don't know. Maybe just it needed to happen.
So maybe it just needed to happen. But, yeah, I do think Stafford on this team would still be very good. But there is something about Stafford's –
Remember the Lions – hang on. The Lions got 2 firsts in that trade, though.
What did they become? That's the question.
I'd have to look it up. The 22 and 23 firsts. So – They got Jameson Williams as well.
Jameson Williams.
They did let me see.
Let's see.
I think there's a
breakdown. They got Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go.
And they got Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
So, it couldn't have happened.
No.
This is all how it had to happen.
Yeah. That's why that's such a smart. Yeah, I'm just looking at now because there is a little graphic of the players and who they got. That move worked so well. Because a player who didn't want to be there anymore, and you wanted to do right by him, because Stafford was a great Detroit Lion. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
But you got picks, and you got a very usable quarterback that had success and was still young. Boy, if the Jets could find something like that, they just don't have a Stafford to trade for him, of course. But you could argue they got 2 picks for Sauce Gardner, so there's your 2, right? There's your 2 firsts. But they got to find the quarterback now, and I think they want to get a vet because. In Detroit, it turned faster because they had a vet. They didn't have to wait on a young quarterback. You can wait on a young wide receiver, a young running back. They hit early a lot of times. Quarterbacks rarely do.
Let's go back to the people. 1-800-919-3776. We'll go back to the Jets for a moment. Go to Danny in Centerport. Hey, Danny.
Hey, guys. Thank you as always for taking the call. I appreciate it. Couple of quick points. But, Don, I can't believe that your twins are 8 years old, man. That's mind-blowing to me. That feels like a second. Happy birthday.
Well, and thank you. Yeah, it's mind-blowing to me, too. And I did talk about that whole idea that Alan had about him declaring his fandom.
Okay.
But they're coming to the game tonight, so they're going to be in transit. So we'll work that out at some point. But
All right.
He's got his Jesper Bratt jersey today, so I think he's already declared Devils.
Well, that has to be that way. That's blood in the ground.
One.
Right, Peter? That's blood in the ground.
That's blood.
He's got blood in the ground. That's right.
I'm sorry, continue. But thank you for the well wishes.
Of course. So, 2 quick points. First off, I had a friend of mine after I spoke to you guys yesterday call me and tell me, dude, you sound like a psychopath about, backing Glenn. So I just wanted to be clear here. By no means do I think that Aaron Glenn is Vince Lombardi. The things that he's done, of course, which we all know what to do with your first-time head coach, the things that he did as far as not pulling fields early enough or not making the right decision, it's going to happen. So he's definitely, has a lot to learn, but that's what you're going to get. So, but I just felt like that his pedigree is going to make him the coach that I think that he could possibly be. That's number one. And Alan, listen, Don, I know we're close in age. I was born in 69. I don't exactly know what year, Alan, that you were born, but
71.
me being born. All right, so I was born in 69. So my heartbreak was just like you, and I can't believe you referenced. My first gut-wrenching heartbreak was sitting in my aunt and uncle's living room by myself watching the Mud Bowl, on a hardwood floor with my legs crossed, sitting 3 inches in front of the TV, just couldn't believe what I was watching. And since that day, it's probably been nothing but heartache for the most part. But that has made me the Dolphin hater for the last almost 40 years at this point of being a Dolphin hater. So there's no other team that I hate more than the Dolphins. The Bills aren't that far behind from 2015.
Yeah,
it's such a wild thing that when you're not part of it, that anyone hates the Dolphins that much is crazy to me.
Well,
the
I
Dolphins.
can't. No, it's sickening. You have to understand too, and Danny probably would remember this because it was an AFC Championship game. It was played at I think noon, 1. It was in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think it was a 1 o'clock game.
It was in the afternoon. And by the way, Peter, the Redskins beat the Cowboys in the NFC game the day before.
Sure they did. So
anyway, but watching it as a kid, you're just mad and an AJ Dewey, and you're just pissed off like that. Just and it's the Bucky Blanken Dent in Boston, that's AJ Blanken Dewey. That's my thing. But it was years later when I learned about why the field was muddy. That's when I really lost it. Because you have to remember in the 80s as a fan, the Dolphins were the needle because you passed on Marino, you took O'Brien. Now, O'Brien was good, but he wasn't Marino. And Marino always seemed to find ways to just, there was always a big game, and he would always find a way where you just knew he was going to do something, and that became frustrating. But it wasn't until later on in life, as I got older, and I would talk a lot about the Mud Bowl as a pain thing, and I finally did the research, and I found out that how it went down. Yeah. That Shula told him, no, don't put the tarp on there because they had Freeman McNeil, and we don't want him having any traction because they would have run roughshod over the Dolphins, and so the field was literally unplayable. How the NFL, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to go on a tangent, but how a professional sports league could allow that to happen in a championship game is beyond me. It makes no sense. They would never do that today. So
it's this. I can see that the pain every time we talk about it. The pain just starts to come out of Allen, and I'm not saying I'm enjoying it, Don.
I was just a mere child,
but it is remarkable to see. And now you're waking the Jets fans up. The phone line's filling up with Jets fans. 1-800-919-3776. A lot more other football stuff to get into. ENN at 6 o'clock. Fraud Friday is coming up at 4:30 as we roll into the weekend right here on Don Hahn and Rosenberg.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp. FanDuel Friday is turning it up with NBA Happy Hour. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo, it's your weekly pregame. NBA Happy Hour every Friday, 6 to 7:30 Eastern. FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. Only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Visit FanDuel.com/Peter to grab your reward before the clock expires. 21 or over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/play.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Happy Friday, everyone. Football Friday to you and me. At least for Jets fans. Although, guys, listen, the Giants may not be playing this week, but they're apparently very involved in football. I don't know if I recall another time in history in which during a bye week, 2 of the 3 quarterbacks on a football team both have jobs on competing television networks. Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, both doing TV for CBS and Fox.
Which one sounds like the must listen?
0.
Wow. You're going neither?
A blank wall. I mean, boy. There is. I don't know if I can even put into words how completely disinterested I was by that news.
Please tell me why.
Completely disinterested. I really have 0 interest to hear what either of the two of them have to say about football. Maybe Winston a little bit just because he's kind of funny. And it's not like I dislike them. I just don't care. I really don't. Like, quarterbacks that did nothing for my teams being on television, maybe that's why I didn't like Jason Garrett. It's like he was a Giants coach and nothing happened. And like Russell Wilson's going to tell me what he thinks, don't care. Jameis Winston, you know what, honestly, don't care. There's no hate. It's just talk about lack of movement.
I get it.
It's cement.
It's because.
Want a hot take, Alan?
Oh, please. I always take them.
I'm more interested in Russell. I'm more interested in Russell Wilson.
Mr. Unlimited? Why?
Because I already know what Winston is. I know what Winston is. He'll be fine. It's kind of goofy. It's whatever. He's funny.
Hey, gang, I think the quarterback play was pretty solid today.
But I'm so curious to what
23 skidoo.
Will Russell Wilson drop a 23 skidoo?
23 Skidoo.
I mean, listen, I am sure this is a great quarterback for the Seahawks. And at the end, he completely lost the room. He lost the room because the guy is just a bore. You know, I really, because he's not a bad guy. I think he's probably a good guy. You know, I know the stuff in Denver wasn't great, but I just think that there gets to a point where no matter how great you are, he was that guy. He's you talk about like just awkward, boring.
Well, he's very guarded, Don. Like that's been the knock on him, is that you don't really ever get his.
But then he drops it with the Mr. Unlimited, and you'll see it.
Well, if Sierra was with him, maybe we'd get a little more personality out of him, because he seems to have more.
But
personality
that's not even his real
her.
personality either. Like everything's performative.
That's
with Russell.
that's an
the
act.
issue.
That's what I mean. So I don't know what are you gonna like. Why would you want him on? Because you already know what he is. Like I can't imagine he's going to be informative, critical, insightful.
Although maybe being a nerdy like football commentary guy is where he shines. Who knows?
Well, maybe
We're going to find out.
Listen,
but Don
Jameis,
won't because he's not watching.
But Winston, I get the appeal, right, from Fox. They're like, oh, listen, he's got a bit of a personality.
Oh, he'll be hilarious.
He'll be funny. I could, but I don't. Other than just being a big name.
It is weird, though. You never know what's going to do well. Like, for example, I know a lot of people are not a fan of his personality on social media or other stuff that he does. But I'll tell you the truth, guys. In my opinion, in the booth, Robert Griffin III is very, very good when he does college football in the booth. Some people just fit in a certain spot, especially if it's about the sport, and that's the thing they know and love the most. You know, like, I don't know, Greg Olson. I can't imagine his personality ever would have jumped off the page and I would have thought that much of it. But then people loved him doing games. You just never know.
But when I see, the release yesterday, I guess Anthony sent it to us, I would think the reaction was overwhelmingly negative, right? I mean, I can't imagine people were like, oh, this is going to be awesome. So, what's the motivation to do it? Does it lend to credibility that you have current quarterbacks working? Are they trying to find that, lightning in a bottle?
Don, we never know. Don, these are people who pay Tom Brady $30 million a year, but you could have a goldfish call the game. But the business of it never makes sense to us. We never get it.
Listen, the money doesn't make sense to me. But Tony Romo, former quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, I get that. Tom Brady, who's won 7 Super Bowls, I get that. If you got Russell Wilson right out of Seattle, maybe I'd get it. But Russell Wilson after Pittsburgh and New York and has done really nothing. And
don't forget Denver.
All right, here's the reaction. You want to get some reaction?
Denver.
I'll give you some reaction to the tweet that got 2.4 million views, by the way, saying that he'll be on CBS.
Because it's football.
Securing yet another check. Not mad at it. Looks like he's testing the waters. Someone's getting ready for life after football. It's his stepping stone to retirement. Dude's getting a foot in the door now that he is washed. This will be his job next year. Bored vibes.
But I know. But these tweets are all answering why Russell would want to do it. I think we all get that. To Don's point, why would the network though think they're getting a lot with Russell Wilson? That's sort of the. I mean, his name's pretty good, but let's
ride.
Exactly. Let's ride. Let's close out the hour with a call. Phone lines jammed. Let's go to Billy in the truck. What's up, Billy?
Hey guys, what's going on? I was listening to what you're saying with Stafford and Goff, and like I don't know what it is, but like to me it's just one of those trades that I always get confused. Like I always got to double think. Like wait, Stafford's on the Rams. Like so the question is I got for you is. When it's all said and done, how do you think Stafford's going to be remembered? Is it be a Ram or a Lion? When we're 10, 15 years when we're talking about it.
I had
That's a terrific question.
I was having this mental debate when the subject first came up. I was already thinking about this. I'll say this. If he wins another one, it's over, Billy. It's over.
100%. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yep.
Yeah. So if he doesn't win another one, and he were to retire next year, even though the Super Bowl thing was a big deal, guys, there's still a chance that over time he becomes a Lion. I could see it. But if he wins another one this year, Don, you're a 2-time Super Bowl champ with the Rams. How has he ever thought of anything else?
I'm trying to think of a comp because he'll never play as long in L.A. as he did in Detroit.
Correct.
I'm like...
He was in Detroit, for people who forgot, from 2009 through 2020.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's over a decade.
This is year 5 in Los Angeles.
And so he's not going to play probably another year after this. He'll probably maybe play 6 or 7. So basically, like, almost half, right?
Majority of his career was in Detroit. And Megatron, like that. You got to think, he was also somebody that you would say, you got to get him out of Detroit, right? Like you knew how good he was, and they were just so poorly run and poorly coached. Like, he was the guy everybody in the league was rooting for. Get him out of there. It's not the same, Don, but very close to like Ray Bork when Ray Bork was in Boston, and it was like, he's got to win a championship. Get him out of there, and they did.
Well, I got a comp, and I'm just going to throw his name out, and you name the team.
All right.
Ready? Wade Boggs.
For me, it's not close.
He's a Red Sox to me.
He's absolutely a Red Sox.
All right. Well, that's where he spent the majority of his career. That's where he made his Hall of Fame career.
But he won his
championship with the Yankees.
Yeah.
True. And he got his 3,000th hit as a Ray.
Yeah. And I think, you know what, Don? I think that's probably the part. Because he then left and went somewhere else, it kind of takes away from it. And I just remember him more as a like I'll give you one. Roger Clemens.
He's a tough one.
Like, for years in Boston, he had the one chance, and then most of it after it, they never had a chance.
I still think of him as a Red Sox because
Boggs,
that's where
by the way, spent 5 years with the Yankees.
And how many with the Red Sox?
This is a fun. By the way, this is gonna be a fun thing. I already know we're gonna end up doing on and off for the rest of the day.
Probably,
we'll talk to you guys.
Very good.
Every line jammed. We'll talk to you on the other side. Plus, of course, we have Fraud Friday, everyone's favorite segment of the week, coming up at 4:30. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more. All on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bathfitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
Bet 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
With Target, gifting has never been easier. This Saturday and Sunday, Target gift cards are 10% off with Target Circle. Treat everyone on your list to something you know they'll love. Gift cards for the trendsetters, the techies, the fashionistas, the foodies, and even yourself. The perfect time to save is now. This deal is a yearly fave, so hurry. Get more gifting for your buck and save 10% on Target gift cards with Target Circle for 2 days only. Only at Target. Restrictions apply.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
It's 4:02 in the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg with you. Looking forward to Fraud Alert Friday, which will be coming up in mere moments at the bottom of the hour. We've got our picks at 5:45. I'm all set. I'm just trying to allocate.
You're locked in.
Here.
Oh, all right.
I just got to figure out because it's a tough week. There's a lot of big spreads, and I'm always scared of going with the heavy favorites on the road. But that's kind of where I'm leaning.
Spread.
Wow, that's easy.
He said big spread.
But he also said something there. He's going for something with that.
Yeah, I'm going. I got a hankering for something there. Just real quick, because I'm sure we're going to get loaded up with the calls on what we just talked about. Because I think there's a bunch of different angles with that. I love looking at the Dallas Cowboys wearing the blue jerseys. Now, I'm of a certain age where that's a thing, and I'm wondering if anybody even remembers why it's a thing. I'm wondering if Peter even remembers why it's a thing. But when I was growing up, you made the Cowboys wear the blue jerseys. So whenever the Giants played home against the Cowboys, they wore white. Forced them to wear the blues. Eagles did the same thing. Commanders, or then Redskins, did the same thing. I don't know why the Lions were motivated to do it, but it goes back to Super Bowl V. The Cowboys lost to the Colts. Jim O'Brien kicked the game-winning field goal. The Cowboys lost that Super Bowl while wearing the blue jerseys, and Tom Landry hated them. And you're forced to wear them. And it hasn't been a thing for like 20, 30 years, but I'm of a certain age. When I turned that game on and I saw them wearing the blue, I loved it. And they lost. I love that too. But why do people stop making them wear the blue?
I just think, you lose the tradition. You lose, it's the rivalry. That coaches change, and at some point you don't have that same, that rivalry feeling doesn't exist.
I guess.
When you make that many coaching changes and you just don't care. You know what I mean? I got more things to worry about than what freaking color the Cowboys are wearing in this game.
I know, but it was a cool thing.
I'm not saying no. I like that stuff, and there's always should be somebody in the organization that should have that awareness of, hey, when we play them, though, this is what we do. It's the same thing as when you go down to Miami and play them in September, and you're always on the opposite side of the field where you're going to get the sun baking on you the whole time. That's just somebody has to be aware that whoever is in charge, whoever the coach is this year or these 2 years, is you're always going to hear, hey, by the way, we're wearing white, making them wear blue.
And listen, I've complained about it. I think one of the biggest flaws John Mara has, he's too close to it. He loves the team too much sometimes, thinks too much with his heart. You would think he'd be the one owner that would remember that and say, no, where they're wearing the blue.
Yeah, this is our tradition. This is what we do. Yeah, I'm surprised. I really am. I'm surprised at that has gone away, but I just think it does when you just have so much turnover that connection to the past does get lost. They say that's somebody else's history.
I always the thing that's weird to me is that it doesn't happen more often. Why don't teams just wear white at home more?
Because they give. Oh, come on, Peter. They're selling jerseys. They have the colorways. They have all the different looks, all the different things they want to sell, and the darker stuff fans like. So you want to push those jerseys and sell them.
I just never understood the.
What looks nice? I always. I'm sorry, Peter, but because you're saying it, it's sparking something in my mind. Baseball, for the most part, you're getting different jerseys all the time. You don't know what they're going to wear. That's one thing why, and Don, you're going to throw up, but I'm saying it anyway. The Yankee pinstripe thing to me is such a classic, beautiful thing because when you go to Yankee Stadium, you know what you're getting. You're getting that every time. Classic look. I miss in the NBA having an NBA team the Nick white jersey is such a great look. It's crisp, it's clean, but they don't ever wear that at home anymore. It's
wait.
Sports.
What's their average jersey at home? You'd say right now, blue.
For who?
For the Knicks.
Well, tonight, I think they're wearing the black jersey tonight. They're nice, but it's just they go to these different. They have a blue one that also is an alternate. And that's just become a thing on different theme nights because the NBA wants to kind of, they want to sell jerseys.
Call
they
me
want to change it
wacky.
up.
I enjoy the team at home wearing their whites. And then on the road, you can wear different ones. You can wear, you can wear your black, like Commanders. You can wear their black alts. You can wear the burgundy. But I like when they wear white at home. But that's barely what they do, too.
I think one of the things coming out of the lockout, I think it was around that time, the NHL wanted to go back to its origins and have the darker sweaters for home teams and the road teams wear white. And everybody thought it was a great idea because it was a throwback idea because that's what they did back in the 20s, 30s, and 50s and all that. But now the complaint is, well, now I get the same team coming to my building every night. Somebody wearing white. I just see white. I'd rather my team wear white and then get the different colors to come into the building, right? Otherwise,
that's interesting.
Because when you're looking from afar, you can't see, so it's just white. It could be the Dallas Stars, it could be the Chicago Blackhawks. They're wearing white. Have at least different colors. So people have actually complained about it. I wonder if they'll ever switch back to it. But why football felt like the darker color had to be home, I don't know. But I think it is to the point where I think people like the colors and just get bored with the white.
I just think it does have to do with the fact that we are, the Jets team store, the Giants team store has those jerseys, and they want to sell them. And kids see them, families see them. You've seen the players because it's home games. If the other team's coming in with different colorful-looking jerseys, different colors, different looks, you might get your fans saying, I kind of like those jerseys. If the Giants, they wear white. It's boring, the same old, same old. I do think it's obvious there's a marketing play here. It's why there's third jerseys and city edition and all that stuff. They're doing it for the obvious reasons, and you wear them at home because you want to show them off to your fans at home.
But this is so random though. I looked up the Commanders one. Like you can look up your team's jersey schedule.
Yeah.
And the Commanders have their white jerseys that they wear like 8 different times, all road games except one at home. Then they have burgundy that they mix up. They have the Super Bowl era, which are gorgeous, by the way. I don't know if you guys didn't watch much of that Denver game, but I never thought I'd miss that classic era jersey so much. And then they have the black that they wear just once. But it's just weird, man. Like I just took for granted. You wear white at home, you wear your color on the road, call it a day. That was how it felt like it was when we were kids, but no longer. 1-800-919-3776. I'm seeing the email starting to roll in. We always get an influx on Fridays to dhrespn@gmail.com because as people know that Fraud Fridays come in, the emails start to roll in. So I've been watching those pop up over the last hour. Let's go to our friend Felicia in Mississippi. Hey, Felicia.
She had a good night
last
night.
I did, yes. It was funny. My husband actually called it. I was joking. I was like, you know me, sometimes I can be a little bit on the negative side. And so I was like, we're probably going to lose. I just hope we play tough like we did when we played in Colorado. And we have like one of these little fake goal horn things. I got off like the TikTok shop for $2, and he hit the horn and was like, they're going to have 2 losses after tonight. He's not even really a hockey fan. But I was like, hey, you reverse jinxed us.
Wait. I need to know where you got the horn from. Is it like the actual – does it have the same goal horn sound, or is it just random?
It does, but it's really distorted. I think I paid like $10 for it.
My daughter loves the goal horn.
I can probably find the link again and just send it to like the DHR email.
Okay. I'm curious.
But I'll find it. It wasn't expensive, and it took like 2 months to get there. So when I got it, it was another neat little surprise. But my call is really random, Don. And it's aimed at you. I called the other day, but you had to leave for the game, so I hung up. So when you log into like your work computer, you have those random news sites that have all these clickbait articles. Well, one popped up on mine. I would have typically scrolled past it, but it was what do cardiologists agree is the age you should stop shoveling snow?
Okay.
And
wow.
Yeah, so
this is
it was
big.
like a USA.
This has been an issue for years. Don loves to risk his life shoveling.
So whoever these are, none of them are named, of course. So these renowned cardiologists agree that after 65 is when you should really watch it, unless you're in really good shape, which you are, Don. So, and you're not 65, but
well, I got 8
so
years.
I just thought it was funny because as soon as I saw it, I was like, There we go. Maybe that'll end the debate.
Well, that's good news, man. Michael should know that because he thought my heart was going to explode like 20 years that I've been doing this. So
Alan, have you ever met someone who's fighting so hard to get to shovel snow more than Don La Greca?
Don's dead because he was changing a tire and his heart exploded.
I don't change a tire either, apparently.
I don't know, because, listen, you're going to get there, Peter.
No, I won't.
No,
well, I hope you do.
Well, I mean,
about wanting to shovel
you're
snow.
still of age to do things. You know what I mean? You're still young enough that it's okay to go out and shovel snow. I don't want to be that guy that can't do things. You know, I still want to be able to carry my kids to bed if they fall asleep. I still want to be able to shovel the walk. I still want to be able to climb a ladder and put the tree topping on. I don't want to get to the point where like, oh no, Dad's too old to do that.
Aren't you afraid of that?
No.
I look at my father-in-law, God bless him, Big Al, right? He can't stay off a ladder to just do like simple things like cleaning out the gutters. And my mother-in-law yells at him all the time because it's like you're getting too old to be doing stuff like that. But he's so used to just being that guy that does everything around the house.
Getting too old.
He's like, I can't just sit here. Like I need to do or hire someone. Well, they're not going to do it right. You know, and I'm like that around my house. Like I want to do everything.
It's not about that's an excuse that he's making that they won't do it right. No, I think there's something about knowing that I can still do stuff.
Oh yeah,
but I guess
you're just used to it though. You're always doing stuff. So to stop is a scary thing because they always say like once you stop, I mean that's it.
But hold on. This is the thing. Don, for example, let's just use Don here. Don has an afternoon drive talk show in the number one market in the country. Then he calls 75 Devils games a year before the playoffs. Him stopping, we're investing way too much in the physical, like these physical activities. He's a young man. He's in the prime of his career. He's got nothing to prove. Shoveling, hanging things up. It would be one thing if, like, listen, if Don was sitting home all day, and he's like, oh, finally, I get to shovel snow. And Nancy goes, no, don't do that. You sit right there on the couch and don't move. You watch Matlock. Well, then I understand. He's out every day working hard, bringing home the bacon. He's got nothing to prove.
I got something to prove to myself, that I'm still.
Thank you. Amen.
I'm still relevant.
Yes.
Well, just be smart because
take care of my
we
house.
almost had an absolute disaster on Thanksgiving. I don't think I brought it up on the air yet, but
I don't think so.
No.
Thanksgiving after dinner, it had been a wonderful night, and we were out on Long Island, and the place out there has like front steps, like 2 steps down, and then you turn, and it's like 4 more steps. And my dad said he's going to go for a walk with my niece and nephew, and I'm walking to the door. I was going to run Bear out real quick, and I hear like a scream.
Oh no.
And my heart stopped. And I run outside, and my dad is laying on the ground at the bottom of the steps.
No.
And I go, oh, good Christ. We just did our gratitudes. I just did a whole thing about how grateful I was for Maya's first Thanksgiving, and my parents are here. And my dad is laying on his back at the bottom of the stairs with my niece and nephew over him. And I run down there, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like looking at me, and he's like, he's clearly shaken up. But he's like, I think so. I was like, did you hit your head? He's like, I don't think so. I looked at him, no blood anywhere. I go, are you in any severe pain? And he's kind of like, no. And we help get him up, and thank God, literally nothing happened. But guys, the point of this is my dad is 77. He still walks and takes stairs and stuff like he's 57. And granted, he looks great, and he seems great, but you don't want to allow your pride to have you make a mistake that then ages you a lot because you were so busy trying to seem. It was like me running up the steps. Yes, I am embarrassed and hate that I tore a meniscus running up steps. But guess what? I'm not 19. I don't need to jump at 2 or 3 steps every time I'm on steps. Walk up and down the stairs. These are the little things we have to do to extend our situation.
I don't know if I'm going that far.
Which part?
I want to be able to still do certain things. Like I don't want to take it easy.
Well, I want to be able to go work out, but I don't need to then also be running up steps for no reason when I'm not mid-workout.
You were feeling good. You were in a good mood.
Yeah,
you were feeling. You had some adrenaline going. Come on. You were back from your
That's how my
vacation.
dad felt. That's how my dad felt when he walked out the steps. And guess what? 5 feet later, he's laying on his back.
Yeah.
We just got to be mindful.
Mindful, yes. But if Don wants to shovel his driveway, which, by the way, from what it sounds like, we're going to get some snow this winter, boys. It's coming.
Feels like it, right?
Be ready.
It feels like it could be happening this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
Now, I also something was brought up on YouTube, and I don't want to upset Don, but I think it needs to be addressed.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
Don looks like Don stole his tie from a law firm in 1997. That's what's being said.
I can't see it. What is it? Let me see it, Donnie.
Oh, look, it's a purple.
It just feels very. It's like 90s Michael Douglas.
Yeah, that definitely.
Like this.
No, Night Court.
Disclosure.
Remember what's his It's in my mind. The judge used to wear these ties like this.
Wapner?
No. Night Court.
From Night Court.
Harry Anderson?
Yes.
Harry Anderson, yeah.
He used to wear ties like that.
All right.
Don La Greca had like the classic suits, but Harry would always have like the goofy stuff, and that's a little different. That's not like you, Don. I will say.
You don't like it?
I didn't say I didn't like it.
I don't hate it. It's just listen here. Let's have real talk. Let's have real talk. When do you think, Don, that tie was purchased?
Oh yeah, come on.
Between 97 and 99.
So there's a reason it looks like the 90s.
Nailed it.
It's been in the house for 30 years.
Is that 100% silk?
Better be.
100% rayon.
Rayon.
It's from Arrow. Is that something?
Don't think so.
It says Arrow, USA, 1851.
Well, listen, they've been making ties for a long time, Arrow.
When did they stop?
Well, they may have stopped in the 90s.
No, because there's a lot of things going on with this tie. If you look at it in person, I think it's a decent tie.
Listen,
I don't hate the tie.
If you spill something on it, nobody will know.
It's got every color right there.
You know what I mean?
I was told the Arrow is still in business.
They are.
All right, good for Arrow.
Way to go, Arrow.
Now let's go to
send on some more ties.
Is it a spin-off of Caldor?
I think they're owned by Izod now.
Is that true?
I believe so.
Like the Izod Center. Very Jersey. You can still find Arrow ties on Amazon, I'm told, Don.
All right.
If you want to re-up. Let's go to Ed.
Find a piano tie on Amazon.
Get a Don Nelson fish tie.
Let's go to Ed in New Jersey. What's up, Ed?
Hey, guys. How are you? Thank you for reminding me that I just turned 53 last week.
Well, you're still young.
Oh, okay. You're younger than me.
Yeah, and Alan, that's what I want to discuss is little Jet therapy. I'm surprised you didn't say the first bad Jet memory wasn't the year earlier when the Jets lost that wild card game to Buffalo at Shea, and you got the interception.
Yeah, I got to be honest that my Jet fandom started. It started sort of fleeting because my parents weren't hardcore football fans, so I was just handed a jersey like for Christmas because Sears made all these jerseys, NFL jerseys, and for some reason they gave me a Richard Todd one. And so it's not like I was as locked, but that year I got locked in. And
why not?
Like it was a good year to be locked in, and that's so I am being honest that I don't have as much a memory of any of that stuff, any of the late 70s, none of that. I have nothing, not 80 or 81. That 82, 83, the whole strike, that some reason that was the first one that really connected with me, and it was probably because that's the Christmas I got the jersey.
11-year-old Alan Hahn.
And I was all about winning. Yankees, Islanders. I mean, I was like, this is easy.
Little did you know.
And then I got that was, boy, I'll tell you what, that was the punch to the cubes as a kid, like the first time as a fan. Devastating.
But listen, at least they were preparing you. They weren't dishonest.
Built up calluses, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they were letting you know from jump. Hey, we're going on a journey here. But let's go to Andrew. Let's talk a little Giants. We haven't talked much Giants yet today. Andrew in Medford, what's up?
Yeah, hey, guys. What's up? How you guys doing today?
Good.
Listen, about the Giants, I know a lot of people frown on this. I don't know why people frown on people who won a Super Bowl and have experience. I've been talking about Mike McCarthy, right? Has taken over. He's the front runner for the Giant job now. Listen, if Mike Tomlin comes available, obviously the Giants would go for him. And I have no problem with that, but he's employed right now. So with McCarthy, you can establish culture, manage egos, and develop quarterbacks. And who wouldn't be a great coach right now to develop Jackson Dart? Because Mike McCarthy developed Aaron Rodgers to 4 MVPs and a Super Bowl title. So I think it'd be a good move. Like I said, if Tomlin's available, it'd be great. And also I think with the draft coming up, being the Giants have their quarterback, I think they should trade their first draft pick this year and get some revenue, get some protection around Dart and some weapons between that and the free agency.
And
yeah, again,
you're a pretty high pick.
You're trying to build out your secondary, your linebacking core and defensive secondary are the two biggest areas of need. I thought the line has been pretty good this year.
Yeah, the line has not been that bad.
Wide receiver, I'd see with Neighbors. Don't you think they need like a vet? Like, can you go out and trade for a vet, like a good?
I think that's the route to go because I still don't love taking wide receivers that high. I'm not as opposed to it as I was with running backs, but the Giants might end up having like the second overall pick. Are you going to do a wide receiver there?
No.
The problem is usually people aren't trading up. No, you can. I don't know if I'd want to.
But why would you?
Cornell Tate is that good.
Well, then trade, because they need a lot. They need a wide receiver. They need secondary help. They need linebackers. And all these things are kind of tough to take that high. The problem is, are you going to get a lot for the second or third overall pick when the team selecting there is not looking for a quarterback? Usually you get that kind of haul when somebody needs a quarterback.
1-800-919-3776. However, I don't know why I said that because right now, guys, you know what we're doing.
You know. If
it's
you pay
time.
attention.
Yes, that's right. It is time for Fraud Friday. You can send your emails to dhrespn@gmail.com, or sometimes we will take calls on them as well if you have them. You see Don's tie dangling in the wind. 1-800-919-3776. Don's tie, Fraud Friday. I'm getting called to the carpet. A lot happening. It's DHR and ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Hi, it's Chuck Devine in Snow Country. Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. New ski areas and new trails are opening quickly thanks to the cold snowmaking weather and the fresh snow we got earlier this week, like Camelback. They got a half foot. They're on a couple runs, including their Nile Mile, a good one to take laps on at Camelback. Bel Air on 20 trails covering 7 miles in the Catskills. It's opening day at Wyndham from the top of the West Side High-Speed 6-pack on the intermediate Whistler Trail. Gore Mountain on 10 slopes. Whiteface 33 runs in the Adirondacks. Picked up 3 inches of fresh snow. Both have slopes for all abilities. So does Stratton now on a couple dozen trails. And Killington with 40 trails covering 20 miles and 4 inches fresh. Smuggler's Notch 20 slopes, 2 feet fresh in the last week. Mountain Creek, New Jersey celebrates opening day Saturday. Jiminy skis Saturday in the Berkshires.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey. Stay away from 80 westbound. A new issue by exit 61 in Elmwood Park. All lanes out with EMS activity are backed up into both the express and locals into Hackensack. After that, cleaning up that truck fire on the westbound side by exit 57 in Patterson. 2 lanes are down. Westbound 46, your best alternate, and your bumper-to-bumper there getting through Lodi and Clifton. Inbound George looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Worst if it's the outbound side. Deegan northbound, a crash right before the Cross Bronx. Left lane out involves a tractor-trailer. Delays go back across the Triborough and up onto the Bruckner. Outbound Lincoln about a 20 to 30-minute ride. Outbound Holland will run you close to a half hour. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5, groin and body trimmer, and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
Did you or someone you know participate in fraudulent fan behavior?
I'm a fraud with a capital F.
Is your friend a fraud?
I have been a complete and utter fraud.
Are you a fraud?
What is fraud?
Let's ask Don La Greca.
Screw! Go scratch yourself! I'll tell you what is better than Fraud Friday? The answer is absolutely nothing. All right? And matter of fact, we start Fraud Friday in a way we never have before, and that's with Game Time, brought to you by Telemark.
Oh, look at that.
Because when it's game time, folks, guess what?
It's Charlie time.
All right, Knicks Jazz, right here on 880. That's coming up at 7 o'clock. I love how I say right here on 880 when we know perfectly well none of our audience is listening on 880. Everyone's streaming, watching
right on the
YouTube
app
or
and on
listening to a
YouTube.
podcast.
Yep.
But yeah, if you're sitting by the old transistor radio, by the way, give me a tweet. I want to know. Rosenberg Radio.
Well,
if you have both a radio,
put
an
something
AM
in the
radio,
mailbox.
and exactly. Send
Throw
me
a
a mail.
stamp on
Send me
it.
a letter.
Yeah.
But either way, that's coming up right here, and then and it's on the app, of course. And then Don's Devils, which is the new name for the team,
Don's
taking
Devils.
on the Golden Knights. That's at 7 o'clock at the Rock. Tullamore
7:08
Dew,
puck drop, Downey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go. The original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. And welcome to Fraud Friday.
May it please the court.
Oh, boy.
I am Alan Hahn, counsel for all fans who are against fraud.
All right.
I would like to present my case against, this is the people against Peter Rosenberg.
Oh, boy.
If I may, Your Honor, present first, as in yesterday we decided that we were going to make, our picks on last night's game, and noted Washington Redskins / Commanders fan.
Yes.
Which means an NFC East fan that, of course, all other teams now you're supposed to hate, rivals, as they say. Exhibit A first, Your Honor, of Peter Rosenberg's actions last night that's come across fraudulent.
How about them Cowboys?
And now, if I may, Exhibit B.
Let's go Cowboys!
So, Your Honor, I would like to present Peter Rosenberg for the charge of being a fraud.
Well, I think Don's going to rule my favor here, actually.
It's a difficult one because we all make business decisions, right? Come on, you're all rooting for you at the end of the day. And he wants to catch up, and he made a business decision. But to be that enthusiastic about
that part,
it's hard not to be a fraud when you're shouting out, "How about them Cowboys?" That was that Jimmy Johnson after a Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Fraud.
How about I rule this? Peter's not a fraud, but it's fraudulent behavior.
Let me hear the audio one more time to see how bad it actually sounded. Let's go Cowboys! How about them Cowboys?
See, I think
way,
you could have
is it
stayed
bad
away
that
from that, and you'd have been fine.
I love my commies.
Community service. What?
Yeah,
he has
this
to,
is
some
not
sentence.
no prison time.
No prison time. Okay.
But picking up garbage on the highway, yes.
I just want it on his record. That's all.
It's there. It's there. Sorry, Peter, but I had.
No, listen. I everything about you. I would have argued that Allen could have won a fraudulence case against me just for picking the Cowboys. I mean,
no, because I understand you got to make business decisions. But
fine. It's a bad choice. You should never make a pick when you go, guys. Everyone knows the smart pick here is Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
The public will bet the Cowboys because they've been hot. Detroit's not going to lose. They just lost to Green Bay. You know they're going to win it. Come on, it's a bad job. It's
a bad choice.
It's
but,
fraudulent.
I don't think it was driven by any kind of emotion or positive emotion towards the Cowboys.
No, I just want.
But when you start saying, "How about them Cowboys?" which I get a D chill when I hear that. I found a way. I found a way to overcome my hatred of Jimmy Johnson. I've read his book, and I think he's good on Fox. I've been able to get over it. But there's certain things about him, the arrogance, that really drove me crazy. We talked about this, Peter. There was some, I don't know what it was on or whatever, but they're at practice and they're kicking field goals, and he pretended to be the announcer, and he said, and we kicked and we beat the Redskins as usual. And I'm like, boy, have Peter ever heard that? I'm not at the time because I didn't know you at the time, but I'm like thinking, man, that must really bother Redskin fans. And
to hear me then saying,
the how about them Cowboys is
when I hear
using the Lord's name in vain is what it is. It's almost the equivalent.
It almost doesn't sound like it's when I hear it. It doesn't sound like it's me saying it.
No. Yeah.
And to know that we're going to have that drop in every big Cowboys moment
forever.
It's tough. So fraudulent behavior for sure. All right.
Yep.
All right, guys. Here we go. An email comes in. I grew up in the Bronx. First games at Yankee Stadium in the 60s, but they were bad. I was born in 1960. Mets win the World Series, and I'm a Mets fan. Now I live in Chicago and always – this is going bad – and always root for NY teams over anyone else.
All right.
But if the Yankees are playing the Mets, I root for the Mets. Same is true for the Jets. Became a fan when Namath won, but I root for both unless playing each other, and then in that case it's Jets all the way. Fraud?
Yes. Fraud. Almost to the definition, almost right, exactly like what I think of about fraud. And then the whole, I root for New York, like any of the players are from New York. Stop yourself, Yankee fan, when they were bad, and then the Mets win the World Series, which should have made Yankee fans sick. But you're sitting there celebrating, you're dancing, probably half high because you're probably on your way to Woodstock. Oh, he's only 9, I can't get crazy. And then just rooting for the Jets and the Giants. Unless they play, then I root for the Jets. Stop yourself. You're a big F fraud.
Wow.
Don had a moment video-wise. Don had a video moment there.
What was I doing?
If only they could be a video drop, there'd be one. It looked like you had a shake weight.
It looked like he was milking udders.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
what was he doing?
If only we could just rewind it. It'd be great.
Something like that. I don't know.
It's fine.
I was so in the radio moment that I forgot that I was on YouTube.
Yeah. See if the chat has anything to say about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to go nuts. I'm sure they're doing the same thing at home.
Listen, Don, I'll have you know, I know this for a fact. If something bad happened, it can be deleted from the YouTube.
Okay.
That is true. Yeah. That is true.
It can disappear into the annals. No one will ever know that.
We can make it disappear. We can make it go away.
All right, here we go.
What else we got?
Your Honorable Judge La Greca, I come to the stand from Utah as a 28-year-old, and I've been a diehard Yankee fan since the day I was born.
Okay.
Being from Utah, we don't have a football team to cheer for, and I'm not the biggest basketball fan. The Jazz haven't really been anything to write home about for a while, nor did I ever really root for them. Listening to the K Show and now DHR over the past few years, I've gravitated towards the Giants as well as the Knicks, and I've been paying more attention to them and have even started telling people that these are the teams I'm rooting for. I come to you to see if I'm a fraud for saying that these are teams I'm rooting for and want to be a fan of, or if I have your approval to continue my fandom for these two teams. I will live and die with the Yankees. I bleed pinstripes, but would love your insight into this. Thank you for your honor and panel.
Well, did he adopted the Giants and the Knicks? Is that fraudulent? No, it's not fraudulent.
Well, but remember, he's from Utah.
So? He said he was never a Jazz fan. Doesn't have a football team.
No.
No, I don't think there's any fraud there.
Nice.
He was not they didn't have a football team. He admitted that he never really got into the Jazz at all. And he kind of adopted the Knicks and the Giants, and he's sticking with it, and he wants to stick with it. From Utah, I got no problem with that. If he had been a Jazz fan and converted to a Knicks fan, that's fraudulent. But he didn't become a Jazz fan. They didn't have a football team. I see zero fraud.
Wow.
That surprises you, Peter?
No, it makes sense. But on paper, when you hear it, like someone picking teams at 28 years old, you could see it going bad. But no, this is what makes these decisions always so interesting. Why it's must listen radio.
Are you suggesting though, Peter, like because he's not from New York, it's like being a fan of a college team you didn't attend? Is that like?
Yeah. Now he's just picking up all the other teams because of our show. Obviously, who am I going to fight with that? I love that he listens to the show.
Right. And we live in a world where he can buy the packages and watch the games and listen to them on satellite radio. I mean, it's not like the old days where, like, why are you picking the Knicks living in Utah? You never see them.
Right.
All right, Alan, Peter, and Honorable Don, I need your ruling on this baffling situation. My sister has been such a diehard Lakers fan for as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her room looked like a Lakers shrine. Jerseys, posters, lamps, trash cans, pillows, comforters, you name it. It was like living with a purple and gold sanctuary down the hall. During games, it was chaos. She'd yell at the TV, critiquing the plays, arguing with the refs. When they made a great play or won a buzzer beater, you'd think she'd hit the jackpot in Vegas.
Okay.
Don't even get me started when they were winning in the playoffs, and especially the years they won the championship.
I think you already got started.
A regular season loss would ruin her night. Yes, you're started. And then when they lost in the playoffs, you'd think a close relative died.
We got the point.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
She's into the Lakers.
You get an A.
Big Laker fan.
Oh,
we got
my God.
Fast forward to 2018, LeBron joins the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think a superstar like him would make her excited, right? No. She despises him. I'm not sure why. I guess as Gay would say, she just doesn't like the cut of his jib. So when LeBron strolled into L.A., she was so upset that she jumped off the Lakers ship faster than a rat on a sinking ship.
Wow.
She's now turned into a full-blown Laker hater.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't root for another team, but she watches the Lakers and wishes for their downfall. I ask, is this fraudulent behavior?
You ask. You ask, I tell. Humongous fraud.
Yeah.
As big of a Laker fan as she used to be, that you gave us tremendous detail on, you'd get an A in creative writing, is as big a fraud as she is. I understand hating. Listen, we all went through it. Yankee fans went through it with Roger Clemens, right? You had to. Yeah, it wasn't good, right? Allen, for you, you hate it. He took Derek Jeter out.
Yep. I mean,
but
you know.
He helped you win.
Helped me win.
He helped you win a championship.
Well, yeah.
So and LeBron helped the Lakers win a championship. I mean, so how much do you really love your team if one guy, even as significant as LeBron James, can make you then hate the team?
Like that easily? I need to know.
Man.
Like, you know what? He gave us a lot of detail, maybe way too much detail about like how much of a fan she was. He does not know the true story of why it's LeBron that has her to a point now where she hates the team because he's on it. What is the backstory of LeBron, please?
Yeah, because like the backstory with Roger Clemens is that he was on the hated Red Sox.
He was a rival.
He threw at Yankees and knocked Derek Jeter out of a game. You hated him.
Yeah.
Did Laker fans have any opinion on LeBron James before he got there?
No, there was no history there.
He was on
nothing.
the Cavs. He was on the Heat. He was
and they never played each other. There was nothing there. I need to know. There's got to be some context to the LeBron stuff.
Here's the thing. She was a big fan. She was looking for a way out. Something soured her, and
is she rooting for another team now?
No, she's not.
So she's
but
just
to sit there and
anti-Laker.
hate watch a team that you love so much that like all your apparel is purple and gold.
Not buying it.
She makes me sick.
Need more input.
Right.
She's
one.
She's a stranger fraud.
Last email, esteemed Judge La Greca in the court. I know the topic of fraud in sports jerseys has been addressed several times, but I wonder if I have a slightly different wrinkle. As a Giants and Yankees fan, clearly I would be a fraud if I purchased a Cowboy or Red Sox jersey for myself.
Of course.
Maybe if it was some sort of collectible, some would not feel that way, but I would. Fraud. But what about if I buy one of those same pieces of merchandise for someone else? If my daughter, or someday my son-in-law, was a diehard Red Sox fan, am I a fraud for purchasing a jersey for them? Is it the purchase or the intent that is in question? That's what I'm asking. Essentially, what is fraud? Respectfully, Brett.
Brett, come on. That's not fraudulent. You're buying it for somebody else. You're not buying it because you're a fan of the team. You're a good guy. And you say, you know what? One of my friends or a member of my family happens to like a team that I hate, but I could be above that and I could buy the jersey. It's not fraudulent at all.
That's why I love our judge, because he's very thoughtful.
He's reasonable.
He's very reasonable. And he will, as long as your email does not last longer than 25 seconds, he will hear you out.
There are time constraints here, people. The show's only 4 hours. The segment's only, 15 minutes?
The funniest thing is that, to me, Alan, Don will read a book about an actor who was like a third character on a TV show. 475 pages.
Yeah.
Once the email crosses 22 seconds,
that's it.
He is so done. He has no use. He's
information overload. I don't need to hear anymore.
I will read the average book. Like I said, I'm reading Bob Saget's book right now, Postmortem.
See?
Obviously, he's no longer with us. He wrote it back in 2014. But the one thing I love more than average books is good radio. And Peter reading 10 minutes of a detailed description of how big a fan somebody is. You know what? Big Laker fan would have sufficed, and we would have been able to maybe squeeze in a couple more emails.
So you're blaming Peter?
Not wrong about
Peter needs
that,
to edit better.
No, I think painting the picture.
Peter. I think Peter's got the best of it because he's probably thinking there's going to be
two
some
paragraphs.
endgame here.
It was a 2 short paragraph email.
No, there's nothing short about those paragraphs.
By the way, if Don would never accept our segment, The Gurus, in the morning show, where we hear people's entire relationship problems. It could be. This would not be for Don.
No, but
either way,
extraneous. She's a big Laker fan. Okay, we get
No,
it.
I disagree.
Don't need to hear about Laker garbage cans and Laker towels and Laker pillowcases. Enough.
You don't think that added? I think that added necessary color.
You wanted to paint the picture.
Yeah, because that
purple
made it
and gold
even crazier.
bedroom down the hall.
If you had said to us she liked the Lakers, LeBron came, she's out. Wow, that's pretty fraudulent.
Well, you know what? All I'm saying,
she had an actual like statue. Her home was dedicated to Lakers.
No, you're right. I did
pertinent.
add to it, but it did come at the expense of maybe 2 or 3 other fraud emails we could have gotten.
Well, we have 2 fraud calls though we could get to on the other side if you'd like.
Oh, we have plenty of fraud calls and a lot
others.
more to do right here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery rankings.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments. The electricity is palpable. Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spike Day, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Why hot stuff, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason.
Donna Summer?
We a loser on this day?
No, none of the above. None of the above.
How are you feeling? You just felt like hot stuff.
I had, on one of my pots, I had Still the Fraud Friday instrumental playing. I did not notice, so I'm like, why am I hearing double audio? And then Hot Stuff was the first thing that popped up, so I just played it.
Got it.
Okay. Wow, just random.
Well,
I will say, though, Hot Stuff is one of those songs I would never choose to listen to.
No.
But as it was playing, I didn't not enjoy myself.
It was movement.
I don't know if there was movement.
Are you a big fan of the movie The Full Monty? They had a scene
I
with
haven't
that
seen
song.
the full Monty in a very long time.
Very.
But that's a big
You
scene.
don't like it, Alan?
It
was up for Best Picture.
Definitely didn't go back.
Love that movie.
But I mean, if since you brought it up, is there a Donna Summer song that you're like, yeah, that's a good one. I'll listen to that.
Oh yeah.
MacArthur Park doesn't count.
Why is that? Because it wasn't hers.
Yeah, it's a cover.
Well, everything was a cover back then.
That's a good point.
There are Donna Summer songs I like.
Okay, let's hear them.
Works hard for the money.
Works hard for the money. Yeah.
No, that's not it.
No, that wouldn't be it. I knew that was not
On the radio.
That's not bad. That takes me.
It's not
back.
a terrible song. That would have been my choice on the radio.
I mean, Bad Girls is.
Love to Love You, Baby. That's a good one.
Well, that's
there you go. Now we're having a conversation.
That's a movement song.
Yeah, well, sure.
Now you've got actual.
Now you got movement.
Yeah.
Love to Love You, Baby's probably the one.
You think that's the one though? That's a hard
For
listen.
me.
To be honest.
It's a hard listen.
Yeah, like
what do you mean?
like what are you doing? Are you just going to sit there and listen to?
Yeah. The vibe? Yeah, that's
There's
how
a
it
whole
works.
vibe going on.
Yeah.
You just let the vibe go.
It's-
What do you
it's
mean?
a vibe.
And you go to,
and someone walks
Thank
in.
God it's Friday, Donna Summer. You know what?
You know,
That's not a
Jake,
bad
show
3
me
minutes.
something. Play it. Show me something.
Oh, I'll come with the next segment. Forget the DHR instrumental. We got Donna Summers for the rest of the hour.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to. Apparently, it's becoming a Donna Summer program for out of the blue. You didn't know, and here we are. All right, so Fraud Friday follow-up. Let's go to Chad in Rocky Point. Hey, Chad.
All right, hey guys. So you guys know I'm a Yankees fan. I've called many times. What you don't know about me is I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan for 3 decades.
Okay.
God bless.
Let me start there. Now, Peter, bar mitzvah 1994.
All right.
I was wearing a Phil Simms jersey and New York Giants hat in the bar mitzvah photo with my family.
Okay.
So you're a fraud, is what you're saying.
They won
So
in
this
the
is
late
13
Am
then.
I fraud for that?
But you were 13 years
Why
old.
were you
but
wearing
a
it?
Giant fan.
All right, so here's the deal, right? So the Giants are winning in the late 80s, right? I wasn't playing football yet, but I was in New York, and people were excited about it. So I was excited about it. I started playing the game. Cowboys are winning, 92, 93, 95. See, I feel like I stuck with them during the Quincy Carter years, the Clint Sterner years. I paid my dues.
Don?
I've been a fan of them for 30 years. But my friends like to bust my chops because there is a photo out there of me wearing Phil Simms jersey and a Giants cap.
But you're 13 years old, all right? And in the eyes of your religion, you became a man that day. Were you a Giants fan?
I would say no. My whole family Giants fans. I would say I was never a true Giants fan. I've always been a real true Cowboys fan.
I'm going to say no fraud. Because it sounds like he really wasn't a football fan. He kind of just jumped on the bandwagon with his family. And when he started to really start to fall in love with football, he chose the Cowboys and he stuck with them through, thick and thin, through what's been a really, tough, 25, 30 years. The Chan Gailey era was not a great era. He could have tapped out. So I'm going to say no fraud.
Okay.
It's odd to not be a football fan by 13, but it sounds like he was just it wasn't his thing yet. Kind of like, a lot of people, just for whatever reason, don't fall in love until they fall in love. And once he fell in love, he stuck.
Yeah, he was experimenting. Everybody else was doing it.
But
so he
that's
did
why I
it
asked
too.
him, did you root for the Giants? And he said no.
Yeah, he said he really wasn't a fan. He just.
But
everybody
it's
else was
awkward
doing
to have those types of
Yeah, it's
pictures
an odd
around.
moment.
it. Okay.
But, no, I'm going to say no fraud. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable with it. Let's go to Paul, who's down in Florida. He's got something for Alan. Hey, Paul.
How's it going, fellas?
Paul.
It's all going.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we got you. Loud and clear.
Oh, awesome. Love you guys. You guys do an amazing thing. So when I heard Hahn tell his story about how he became a Jet fan, it reminded me, I became a Jet fan at a family friend growing up. Every year had a huge 4th of July party, and pulling up to his house, they had a Jets fan-only parking sign. And for some reason, that stuck with me, and my father was a Giants fan. To this day, I'm a Jets fan, and I look at my father, and I'm like, and I see this guy Joe every year, and I'm like, you did this to me. It's your fault.
all because of a sign that said Jets fans only, and you're like, well, I got to park here.
That's it. I'm in.
Yeah, man. I heard your story that you got a present, and it was like
That's it. My parents weren't even Paul, my parents weren't even football fans. They could care less about football. No interest at all. They liked hockey and baseball. Those are their two sports. And for whatever reason, in the Sears catalog, they were selling all these jerseys, NFL jerseys, different teams. You could get a Danny White Cowboys. You can get it had all these different ones. For whatever reason, they got me the Richard Todd Jets jersey.
Oh, that was from the Sears catalog, right?
Yeah, the Sears catalog. You could if you Google it, you could find them. It's hysterical when you see some of the jerseys. They're terrible. It said Jets, and it had a 14, and it had Todd and 14 on the back. But I opened it up like, oh, it's the Jets, okay, and then that was it. I just felt like, all right, well, I guess I'm a Jets fan.
You know what's so funny?
So sad.
It is sad. You tapped into something that has bothered me forever.
What's that?
Is that I used to hate those types of jerseys
that had the team with the name across the front,
and now NFL teams have it. Like the Jets have it. It says Jets.
Yep.
It says Browns.
Yep.
I hate that.
It's a great call, Don. I hated that too. It always was the sign that it was fake.
Right. That was the sign that this is Fugazi.
Right.
Yeah. And now they choose to do it.
Yeah.
All right, we have a big 5 o'clock hour on this Football Friday coming up right here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
To the net. Score! The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat. Score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Just no easy way to get around right now. We've got a problem spot over in Staten Island on the southbound West Shore. Right before the ramp to the Outer Bridge crossing heading into New Jersey, a broken down box truck. Only one lane is squeezing by. Traffic is at a standstill there from Arthur Kill Road. All of your approaches the outbound George are awful aside from the Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound slam from the Bruckner on through. Inbound George will run you about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln, your best ride at 30 to 40. Outbound Holland 45 plus. No relief over in Jersey. 80 westbound back open by exit 61 in Elmwood Park, but still cleaning up that truck fire by exit 57 in Patterson. 2 lanes are down, backed up into the Express and locals into Hackensack. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Yeah, this is a certifiable bop right here.
Yeah, and this is a woman that loves to love you, baby, and she will love you well.
But there's a part of the song, though, where it just gets a bit much. Like, Donna, get a room.
Yeah, let me put it this way. There's if Alan had this playing on his mix and one of his daughters in the car, you're turning it off. You're going, all right, let's listen to something else.
Yeah.
There's
got enough here.
The 70s, it's weird, like, because, we were so prudish in the 70s, and there were so many things that you weren't allowed to do on television and radio and all that. And yet, that song was okay. And what was the other one, Alan? It's going back to like 73, 74, where basically the whole song was just a woman moaning. And I can't think of the name of the song. It was kind of had a kind of Latino feel to it. It's like, oi, oi. It's in Boogie Nights for obvious reasons. If you can find that song. But you know what song I'm talking about?
Oh, no. Not off the top of my head, but
I just say this. I don't ever want to hear what Don just did.
Oh, I need that drop.
Oh, best believe it's going to be a drop later.
Best believe it's
No, I don't. I really.
Well, that's something that you're going to have to deal with, okay? That's more on you, Peter. That's a you thing.
I don't.
And I think a lot of people probably share it, too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be.
I need somebody on social media. Social media is such a cesspool. But there are times that it can be useful. Somebody out there of my age or a little older knows what song I'm talking about. Please give it, because I want to play it. And this was a hit, and it was in constant rotation, like 73, 74. And whenever they have, like, the Casey Kasem top four, I'm like, how did they allow this on the air?
Oh, it's unreal.
But you don't know what song I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
And it's a song by a woman?
It's a woman's voice?
It's a woman's voice, but I think it's a band.
Okay, could it be, it's not Best of My Love Emotions.
No.
I'm looking at the soundtrack here. Commodore's Machine Gun?
No, I know the Commodores.
Okay.
Keep going. You're on the Boogie Nights soundtrack?
Yeah, these are just key songs from the soundtrack. Living Thing by ELO? Don't think so.
No.
Ain't No Stopping Us Now? No.
No.
Of course not.
Sister Christian? No.
No. Sister Christian?
One of the great scenes in the history of cinema.
Is that Night Ranger?
Yeah.
Sister Christian?
Of course. Good.
That's the song here, yeah.
Was it Afternoon Delight?
No.
No.
Come on.
No, Afternoon Delight
is... That was in Anchorman.
Now
Very
you're thinking
subtle.
Anchorman.
Afternoon Delight.
Yeah.
Oh, Afternoon Delight.
What about Spill the Wine by War?
No.
Definitely not.
You don't know that song?
Brand New Key.
No, it's
Brand
not
New
Jungle
Key
Fever.
by Melanie?
No.
Don, I don't know these songs. I'm just
that's
saying
on you.
them, okay?
I love that he's getting mad at you, Peter.
Brand New Key by Melanie? I don't know it. I'm trying to help you, for God's sake.
It's great how mad Don's getting because you're not getting the song he wants you to find.
Well, naming it. By the way, this is the whole. We just went through the entire soundtrack.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm sorry, Don. You're gonna have to watch the entire film, and use Shazam.
It bothers me.
Well, this is something we're all gonna have to power through as a family. Yeah, I think it's gone now. Now, by the way, I have some.
No, I think.
Oh, he's back.
Did he find
it?
He
lost it again.
I thought.
All right.
Well,
While Don's talking about that, Alan, let's talk about something else Don's not interested in real quickly. I just want to put this out here. We're not going to spend the 5 o'clock on it, though. I'm going to get into it more after 6:30 when you guys have to roll out for your pregame duties.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get Andrew Gundling to jump on with me.
Okay.
Because the World Cup groups are out.
Ooh.
And the United States received as favorable, not surprisingly, as a home team, as the host, as favorable a group as imaginable. They are in Group D along with Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of Playoff C, which means teams that essentially did not get in yet. All right, so you're not talking about the cream of the crop.
A play-in team.
This is a
right?
play-in team.
Like a play-in,
that'll end
right.
up in the group.
Okay.
Paraguay and Australia, they field teams. These are not teams with a really, really currently promising future. This is what you hope to get. The U.S. is favored to come out of the group. Anthony said to me, and I actually think he's right, if they can't get out, remember, guys, the top two get out. So even if you say, Paraguay's a decent, a half-decent team, so Paraguay's getting out. Okay, well, there's 2 slots out of the 4 here. if you can't get out, is it time to just disband and give up this whole thing? We are going to go. This World Cup, guys, is 32 years after the 94 World Cup in the U.S., at which point, the FIFA and U.S. Soccer and fans at large said, now with a World Cup on U.S. soil, there's something to get excited about. There's momentum. There's energy. They went on a run. They ended up losing 1-0 to Brazil. They not only got out of the group, but then they won a game. You felt good. Okay, we're on our way to something. And nothing has been happening, guys. If they can't get out of the group here, what are we doing?
It's so confusing how millions and millions of American kids grow up playing. It's like it's the portal to sports. Every kid, the first team they're on is a soccer team, probably 3-year-old soccer team, whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
right? How is it that we just can't get good enough? It's so mind-boggling. All you ever hear about is coaching. They keep changing out coaches and they keep changing all that stuff out. I can't figure it out, but this would be obviously you're going to have everybody watching because of where it is, but they got to find a way, right?
You think Americans will be more dialed in because it is here?
Yeah,
they will. Right?
I think so, because a lot of times when it's overseas, it's all the odd start times and you don't know what's on. It's going to be in everyone's face, right? And all the markets that they're playing in, especially here in New York. It's going to be in your face, so it's going to be covered differently because it's here in the States.
So what was 94 the last time, or was there one before that?
In the U.S., I think that was it.
Because I remember 94, and it was huge. And so that's going over 30 years ago, where it was a big deal.
And it was crowded.
That was, I think it was when Baggio hit the crossbar for Italy. And the fact that still resonates with me. I was working at Sports Phone at the time, and we had like a separate number. And it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer's only gotten bigger since then, right? Because in '94 that was even before MLS, right?
Yeah.
When did MLS start? Right around there, maybe even because of that. I don't know.
Probably after.
Yeah, a couple years later.
This is going to be huge.
The U.S.'s group in '94, Don, was already better. It was the U.S., Switzerland, Colombia, and Romania.
Right.
Which is still clearly already stronger than what they're dealing with this time around. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what the U.S. does. In their group play that first time around, they tied Switzerland 1-1. They beat Colombia 2-1, which in retrospect is shocking. And then they were already good, and they lost to Romania 1-0. But this will be this could be either the best summer ever. I've always said, guys, that if somehow U.S. soccer ever went on just a bit of a run, it would be inexplicably big and fun. And they've just not been able, because it'll combine so many different things. You have the soccer community, you have the Patriots kind of crowd who love all things USA.
Yep.
Alan, you have the fact that this is the one thing that we're a true underdog in that would like galvanize people. Hey. It's all sitting there for you.
And let's also point out the fact that it will take place at a time when it's baseball and nothing else.
That's right.
Let's be honest. It begins in the middle of June. So unless the Knicks are in the finals, at least in New York, right? Like the NBA finals will be going on, the Stanley Cup finals will be going on, but they'll be over fairly quickly, and then it's just nothing else. It's baseball. So that's also where it's a lot of reasons for there to be more eyeballs on it. It's not competing with football and other sports. It's just competing with baseball.
No,
June 11th is when things get underway. June 11th.
Yeah. Well, and it takes you into like late July, right?
Mid-July. Oh, it's like a month.
Oh, if you can make a run and not even win it, like when obviously what everybody goes back to is when the USA beat Russia and then Finland to win the gold medal in 1980. There are American-born players that decided to play hockey on that day, and the sport grew.
It's true.
If we could just make a run, how popular the soccer is in certain pockets of this country to begin with, that could be why everything pops for it. But what kind of run? Because I don't think they can win. And if they don't make it, it can actually do the opposite, right? Where people would just, all right, they're going to give up. We'll never be good. But if they can make a run to what, Peter, do you think would actually bring that kind of attention?
That it's really hard to say the level of impact it would have if they could get to somehow, a semifinal would be insane.
Oh, God.
But guys, a quarterfinal. Okay,
Yeah.
they lost to Brazil in '94 in the round of 16. If they could even
won the
get
whole
to
thing.
and Brazil went on. No, that was when. Yes, after Italy,
Brazil won the whole
Don
thing.
just pointed out,
Yeah.
after Baggio missed in PKs. If the United States could even make the quarters, we'd be having a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If they could go further than that, guys, how about this take? If they go to the semis, if they were to ever go to the semis, a show like this where we never talk about soccer unless it's a moment like this, it would end up getting half the time every day. I
think you're
guarantee
right.
you.
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be half of our show every day.
I
That's
think
how
we get
big
calls.
it could get.
I completely agree.
The interesting thing, I guess the stumbling block for us, you look at us as a radio station, and I love who we have. Who would be our go-to guy for that?
Dave
we're talking about
Rosenberg
it every
knows some
day.
soccer.
What about JJ?
Well, you can't give me guys behind the scenes. I'm saying, when baseball's big, Michael's our guy. Football, we've got,
Well,
Bart
listen,
Scott,
but not-
I've got a ton of experience. But it's
Yeah,
going to
that's-
take up
you're
half
coming
the
from
shows of three guys that really don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, but you're I think you're almost overthinking it. Sometimes events are so big, it's not about people coming to us for expertise. It's about people coming to share in the passion.
Reaction.
It would. I mean, at that point, Don, how much do you need to know? Honestly, how much do you need to know about soccer to be excited and break down a game of a team that everyone's rooting for the same team?
But you said break down. You're still going to need. That's what's just so interesting about this sport. When the Rangers go to the Stanley Cup final, we're going to talk about it, but I'll be the guy that kind of maybe breaks it down and maybe can be the person that can give you a little history, a little background, because I'm a hockey guy. Alan's a hockey guy. Baseball with Michael, and football, everybody's into football. Basketball, the same thing. But you said breaking down. Who's going to do that? I can't do that. And will a soccer fan want to hear me break it down?
Soccer fans at that point are irrelevant. Respectfully, they're on their own podcasts. This is going to be what Alan and I are saying is it will become a thing where every casual now cares. They don't even need to have it broken down to a fine powder.
Yeah,
because the hardcores already know it.
It's like we're all into it at the same time, sort of thing, right? Like it's a reaction to what we're seeing using our sport. To me, because that's why I find this to be the most compelling. First, because I think a lot of us will be watching as sports fans who aren't traditionally soccer fans. And again, it's national teams, so it's not like you really know this. It's not like you're talking about Man City or something like that, right? It's a national team. And I think there's something compelling about all of us sort of learning it and watching it from the perspective of somebody that we know sports. We know how sports works. We know what's a moment. We know what's a big deal. We know what's controversial, and just kind of doing it that way.
Oh, I'm not denying that it can't be big, and I'm not denying that we'll talk about it and it can command it. It's just what makes it so unique is there's usually somebody that ties it in. And I know for myself, when I get into something, I wasn't the biggest hockey fan in 1980. My dad was not a hockey fan. That was before the Devils came. I knew about hockey. I liked hockey, but because my father didn't teach me it, I felt like I was lost. And after 1980, I was longing to learn more about it. I wanted to know more about it. So for it to grow, there has to be, okay, now I want to find out about it. And as they're making that run, when we're breaking it down, to have somebody educate everybody. And so the people that aren't really soccer fans can become soccer fans and want to learn what all these things mean so they can be that much more into it as the run continues. Because I always kind of thirst for that knowledge. I get bored if I don't know what's going on. Right,
but I guess also, Don, did you not play soccer as a kid? I do think a lot of people have a fundamental knowledge of soccer from playing.
I never played. Well, listen, I know the objective of the game, but I don't.
Let's be honest, Alan. Don's dad was driving by the soccer fields and throwing tomatoes at the people playing soccer.
If you're not watching USA Soccer, then you're a moron.
How about this, Don? You remember this?
When did that
Gio Reyna, who's currently on the team. This will make you feel young. You remember his dad, Claudio Reyna, because he was on the World Cup team in '94.
Amazing.
There you go.
Let's get him on. Let's get Claudio
That's
on.
where we're at. We are this. It's going to be interesting, though. So we'll get into that some after 6:30. But the phone lines have been jammed with a variety of stuff. Let's start talking to the people. We'll start with Lou in Clark with some Jet stuff. Lou, what's up?
Yeah, hi. Alan, I wanted to talk to you. I'm one of the people that on Monday, I heard you after the Jet game, the reaction you had on Monday was like no reaction. It was like, so what, whatever. I'm a Jet fan my entire life. I started when my father dragged me to the Titans at the Polo Grounds. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
that old. And we had season tickets for about 30 years, although not anymore. So here's my story, right? The Jets, the great news is we got a bunch of young guys, the offensive tackles, the tight end, the defensive couple on the line, the punter. I mean, some of the wide receiver new faces who tend to be a little bit younger and faster. So we're excited. They're playing hard. There's no baggage. We're looking forward, athletic and aggressive. First time. I really feel this way. Clearly, we're interested in drafting a quarterback. I'm 100% in on that, and I trust Moogie and Glenn will get it right this time. But there's something that's bothering me, and that is these youthful guys on the team. They need to learn how to win, but I think they need more than that. I don't think rolling out a 36-year-old Taylor and Justin Fields. I don't think that's where we should be right now. And it just, when we win, like Alan and I had, we had the same reaction. It was like, so what? So my feeling is this, that Moogie, if he's as good as I think he is, and we're very fortunate, Brady Cook, 6'3", 25 years old, so he's mature. Missouri, I know he was undrafted. There was other people like Unitas and that too, but I'm not suggesting he's that. But preseason, we saw lesser competition that he was against, but he had composure, a strong arm, an accurate arm. He's got good field vision and his presence in the huddle, everything. I mean,
what you want right now is for the Jets to give him the ball and say, the hell with it. Let's just finish out the season and see what this guy can do, while we're also giving other guys opportunities, young guys opportunities to play.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there.
Exactly right.
I don't think we're there yet. Lou, I'm with you. I don't think we're there yet. I think maybe once you get a little, I know we're in December, but I do feel like this game, like if I'm the owner, I want this game. It's the Dolphins. I want this game. So I need a veteran out there to see if you can get me a dub. When we're later on, when the Bills are sitting half their team, or the Patriots are sitting half their team because they don't need the game, then give me Cook. Then throw him out there. That's how I think it's going to go down like that. My opinion.
But I don't think there's anything there.
Oh, if there was a there, he'd already be playing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I disagree. I wouldn't want to sacrifice that game. If the Bills are resting a bunch of people, I'm starting Tyrod Taylor. I'm trying to win the game.
You want to win. Okay.
This isn't spring training. Listen, if the kid's got a chance, then we would have seen that by now. Well, that's what the preseason games are for. That's what camp's for. I think he's going to go out there and field the team that gives him the best chance to win. Even if they lose every other game going down to Buffalo, they're going to want to win that game. I found the song.
Oh, shit. And by the way, that's
Jacob.
Sean from Queens. Sean, you know the song.
Don, I might have hit it on the head, and I'm surprised that Peter, Mr. Music Head. But anyway, I believe the name of that song is Pillow Talk by Sylvia.
No, I know that song. Pillow Talk's a giggly, little bubbly song. It's not that. We did find it, but you get a goal horn, so that helps you out there.
Let's not blow past the fact that the guy
5:20. Look what you did.
It's between 5:15 and 5:20.
You mentioned it because when you said Jungle Fever, I was thinking the other song.
You were thinking
the name of the song
Stevie
is
Wonder
Jungle Fever.
vehicle?
No, Jungle. That was in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Jungle Boogie.
But I sent the song to Jacob, so he can probably come into the next segment with it if he
Again,
wants.
I just want to take a moment to point out that guy literally crushed me. I thought Peter's Mr. Music. He didn't know it, and then proceeded to get the song exactly wrong. No, don't blow past that. You deserve to be called. You don't just get to do that. jab someone and then get it wrong. You got to at least nail it.
He ended up getting it wrong because it's not pillow talk.
He was dead wrong.
Pillow Talk's just a giggly. It's a silly song. This is
porn.
I'm really. I think it was 1973. I'm surprised they allowed it on the air. But we're gonna play it. You two people won't hear it, but the rest of our audience will.
All right.
Did you get my text, Jacob? You're good.
Oh, we're good to go. I got it ready.
So coming out of it. All right.
Oh, I can't wait. Can we go to break now?
Yeah. So let's break now then, because every line is jammed anyway. We got to get to all of these callers. And matter of fact, Don, I might even go a step further, and order the Boogie Nights soundtrack for you. And if I were to, I want to get you the vinyl, and I'm going to order it on Amazon for you.
That's a good Christmas gift. I like that.
Exactly. And guess what? I'll pick it up on my way to work because we all know about the ultimate convenience play that Amazon Pickup is.
Look at this. That's
a part of everyday life. Amazon's already there for you. You're getting everything from Amazon, but now with Amazon Pickup, you pick the location that works for you, and no matter how busy you are, like you have 9 jobs and a baby, and you're moving, and there's life happening constantly. That sounds very familiar. Well, guess what? An Amazon locker or counter helps me so much because no matter where the day takes me, my package is ready whenever I need it. All right? Amazon Pickup gives me that flexibility. It's that simple. So you should be thinking about the same thing. You place your order on Amazon at checkout. You choose the pickup location that's most convenient, and you get an email confirmation when it's ready with instructions to pick it up. It's quick, it's secure, and always at no extra cost. Check it out for yourself. Go to Amazon.com/pickupMVP to learn more. That's Amazon.com/pickupMVP. Now, on the other side of this break, we're going to get to hear the porn song that Don's talking about, as well as talk to all of you on our way to ENN, NFL announcer lineup, a whole lot going on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Everyone wants the Emirates NBA Cup.
The temperature is rising.
30 teams started. Bang! But only 8 have advanced to the single elimination knockout rounds. To survive, they'll have to be hungry, relentless, ruthless.
Are you kidding me?
They all want the cup, but only one team can claim it. Who will capture the cup? Emirates NBA Cup knockout rounds begin Tuesday on Prime.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. We're going to start off in Nassau County. Stay away from the Seaford Oyster Bay southbound. Shut down at Sunrise Highway with a big crash involving a fuel spill. Everybody being forced off onto Jerusalem Avenue. All of your purchase the outbound George pretty terrible aside from the Henry Hudson. Second choice West Side Highway northbound. Bumper to bumper there from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Outbound Lincoln still your best ride at 20 to 30. Outbound Hahn now close to an hour. We've got the Devil's Home at the Rock in Newark, Tenada, and Jersey. 280 just crawling in both directions, heading over to 21 and the Stickle Drawbridge. 80 westbound finally cleaned up that truck fire. All lanes back open by exit 57 in Patterson. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
The post-career day press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour apple 5-hour energy shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as your favorite 12-ounce coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keep your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at sour apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
I can say I've never heard this.
Yeah, there's sex happening.
Now, how did this make the radio? Never mind be a top 40 song. It was
This
a
was
hit.
a top 40 song?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't under. I got to tell you, sometimes you guys tell me things are top 40 that I cannot believe. Like,
No.
there's no familiarity whatsoever.
Now, the name of the Greg Wilson wrote it is I don't even CHAKACHAS is the name of the song, and I want to see how far it got.
I just never want to hear Don's replication of a Latin woman in the middle of
No? You sure?
fun time. It was Alan. It was troubling.
I was trying to.
Don't worry, we'll hear it in about 30 minutes. It's just going to be hard for me to get up from that. No pun intended.
All right. Well, I mean, I'd gladly go back to Donna Summer after that.
It was a top 10. It made it to the top 10.
It was a top 10 song?
See, the 70s were not a prude time, Don. They were not.
Well, they weren't a prude time, but for like radio and television, we weren't that far removed from.
No, well, that's.
Like, you couldn't say pregnant on TV.
Well, that's different. No, what was mainstream stuff? Like, again, the Osmonds, all that stuff. Like, that was, yeah.
Well, what's more mainstream than, American Top 40?
I know, but
I'm not saying it. No, I get why the song was written. I love it. And but for it to be able to be a top
Let's Get
10
It On
hit?
was a #1 song, wasn't it? Marvin Gaye?
Right, but Marvin Gaye wasn't moaning.
Yeah, it's more subtle than that, I'd say.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing subtle about that.
Nothing subtle about Let's Get It On, baby.
Yeah, because who was Yeah, who was
Like,
the
Mom,
who
what's
was
this
the
about?
ref in boxing used to say that too? It hit a little bit different.
Yeah,
let's get it out.
Mills Lane said it.
Yeah, Mills Lane.
Mills Lane.
How can you take literally the same phrase,
Right.
and make it mean completely opposite?
Something totally different, right. Imagine just being like that kid in the back seat of your mom's Dodge Dart, and this is playing on the radio, and you're like, Mom, what's this song about?
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone line. Speaking of movement, no one gets you going on a Friday like Dick in Manhattan. Hey, Dick.
Hi, Peter, Don, Alan, fellas. You mentioned Donna Summer, 1975. Love to Love Your Baby. It was around this time, and it was also around this time the Yankees got their version of Mickey and Willie. Mickey Rivers came with Ed Figueroa for Bobby Bonds, and Willie Randolph came for Doc Medich 50 years ago today. Alan, you'll be interested. The Post has the 15 best NBA defenders, and Holmgren is rated number 1. But out of the 15, 4 of them are from OKC. Dort,
who was rated number 1?
Holmgren. Chet Holmgren had, number 1.
Number 1 defender in the NBA.
Well, he's got the best chance of being Defensive Player of the Year, correct, as of now. And Vegas knows what they're talking about.
All right.
4 out of the 15 guys are from OKC.
Well, they have the best defense in the league.
Well, and Wimbayani is 3rd. Mobley was 2nd.
Well,
anyway.
Wembanyama's injury kind of hurts it because I would say that he's the best defender in the league, but okay.
All right, now I have two criticisms on the NBC games. Sunday night, Tirico and Collinsworth. The great catch by Burks. They didn't mention the great defensive defending by the cornerback. He was I've never seen a guy on top of a guy like that. And the pass that Mariota threw was perfect. That was the only place he can throw the ball where Burks can make the whole thing was unbelievable. They just kept telling you how great the catch was, and it was. It probably was better than Beckham's because of the circumstances. It was unbelievable. But you gotta credit the quarterback and the defensive back. They were, I wouldn't say equally, but they were just as good. I mean, they were pretty damn good. And in the Knicks-Celtic game, now I know you guys didn't watch the NBC feed. I just happen to have it on. Reggie Miller said one of the most stupid things I've ever heard.
Okay.
In the second quarter, first of all, the Knicks were up by 16 or 18. And then Boston comes back in the middle, in the beginning of it. So Reggie says, when Boston comes back, in the middle of the second, and they tie it up, take the lead, he says, in the old regime, he doesn't mention Thibodeau's name, the old regime would have taken out all the subs and brought in the regulars. But credit to Mike Brown, he left all the substitutes in. Reggie, we lost the game because of those 6 minutes. I mean, what credit am I going to give Mike Brown? It's okay to leave the substitutes in, but that's where we lost the game. That was the crucial point right there. So I didn't understand that at all, fellas. Not at all.
Well, the moral of the story is that if MSG's also doing the game, just watch MSG.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't have heard that. That's for sure, fellas. Yeah. Always a pleasure. By the way, one more thing. Did you see, Donnie? Buffalo went from Washington went from last place to first place in 3 weeks, and Ovechkin's got 2 more goals. He may stick around next year to break Gretzky's all-time goals, including the playoffs.
It's really unbelievable. We're going to give a stat during the game tonight. The Devils, a week ago today, guys, the Devils beat the Sabres. They won their 3rd consecutive game. So Black Friday. And they were in sole possession of first place in the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
We haven't even played games a week later on the Friday. Entering today. 1 week later, Devils lost 3 in a row. They're now the 2nd wild card in the East.
Crazy.
Parity. Talk about parity.
No, it is going to be
one bad week and knock you out.
It is going to be just every team, every single team in the Eastern Conference right now still has a chance to make the playoffs, and that's kind of unheard of. Even though it still feels early, you're like almost some teams will play as many as 29 games. It'll loosen up at some point, but like right now, everybody in the Eastern Conference has got a shot. And if it stays like this going close to the trade deadline, I don't know what anybody's going to do.
It's got to be
Also,
exhausting. Every game's got so much riding on it that you could fall out that easy.
Well,
that's what's going to make such
Damian Woody
incredible
said,
second half.
Well, Damian Woody said that the offices in the NFL are flipping out about the parity and how great it is now. Every game is important. I'm sure the NHL's doing the same thing, right? Where all these teams, there's only like, Calgary and Nashville are really the only teams that I think have zero shot of making the playoffs. That's good. And he's like, these games are intense, right?
Yep.
Normally, we grew up watching hockey in December, and it's like, all right, you're making the playoffs. It's kind of just, you got to really love the sport to get into the regular season. Now these games really matter. Every point is so important.
By the way, I'm going to push back on something. I don't think the Burks catch was Odell. It was a hell of a catch, but Odell's catch was so insane to me because he gripped the ball with one hand.
Yeah.
He didn't sort of palm it and pull it in. If you look at it, he grabbed the back of the ball in the air. I just think the Odell catch was on a different level.
And was interfered with.
And it was a longer pass. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a sick play by Burks for sure, but I didn't think it was the Odell.
In case you missed it, I hate the Odell catch. Despise it.
We know how you feel. If it's dead to you for so many reasons.
Well, they lost the game.
Well, that's number one. Yeah.
Well, I thought that's the reason why you try to catch balls.
Yeah,
is to win.
The whole idea is having a great play in a losing game is.
Yeah, but don't you think, Don, if he had gone on to not have issues and became an all-time giant, don't you think it would have aged a little differently?
Oh, I'm sure it would have, but I'm not even getting on him. It's just that where are we gone with that? Like one playoff win since then, 2 playoff appearances. Yeah, it didn't end well for him, but let's say he stayed here and was like an all-time great giant. I'm sure that would have led to a lot more successful football if he had been great and stayed here. But I'm not even bitter about that. I'm just bitter about the fact that we celebrate that damn catch. You still lost the game. And what have you been since then?
And by the way, you guys already have an insane catch, like from a few years earlier. It was in a
Super Bowl. Like even the Andy Chavez catch, which I don't care about because they lost that game. It happened in Game 7 of the League Championship Series, for God's sakes.
Not
the
a
regular
random
season
Sunday
game
nighter.
on Sunday they lost.
Let's go to Trey in Jersey. Hey, Trey.
Hi, Trey.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey.
It's all happening.
Trey.
Sounds pretty good. So, I'm sorry. I was taking my speaker off.
No.
I'm a first-time caller. I'm a big Devils and Commanders fan, so that knocks off 2 of the pegs for you guys.
It works out. You got the same owner.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely does. I'm also an aspiring hockey broadcaster, so Don, seeing you go to the Devils, that was a dream come true, my 2 worlds combining.
That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Good luck with that.
Well, thank you. So I do a lot of junior hockey, and the junior league that I broadcast, the USPHL, this goes back to the jersey argument you guys were having a little bit earlier. They swapped the home jersey colors on January 1st. So the first half of the year, they wear the dark jerseys, and the second half of the year, they wear the white jerseys. And they do this particularly for teams out in the West because out there in Idaho Falls and in Vernal, they have a ton of fan interest because there's not a whole lot of stuff out west for hockey for the NHL.
And what do the fans
they
prefer,
do a
do you
lot.
think?
They sell a lot of jerseys. Was that?
So, what do you think the fans prefer, the colored jerseys or the white jerseys at home?
I mean, personally, I prefer the colored jerseys. I'm not particularly a big fan of the Devils' road jerseys per se. That's just my take. But not sure if them switching on January 1st, going from the colored jerseys to the white jerseys could be a direction the NHL would go into. But
I don't know. They obviously do the marketing for this stuff. I just know a lot of people are irritated by it, but it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. But that's cool. Junior hockey games, man. Hopefully he makes it.
Yeah, he's grinding, baby. Let's go to Jose in Connecticut. What's up, Jose?
My guys, what's up, man? Happy Friday. I just want to talk the Giannis stuff. I heard a take yesterday that I didn't think about until a lot of people love OG and don't want to get rid of him, but I kind of don't want a front court of Mitchell, Giannis, and OG because they're all injured right now, either injured, injury prone, or I feel like I can't trust that. Also with Jalen's ankles, right? So I would give up unfortunately, you got to give to give, right? I would give up OG. I keep Mikal because he can, he's healthy and he can shoot the three. I saw a trade. I don't really thought about it. I saw a crazy trade idea. It was, Knicks get Giannis, the Bucks get John Morant and Mitchell Robinson, and then picks, obviously, a lot of picks, and then Memphis gets OG. It may be like a Tyler Kolek or something. Wonder what he thought about that. It's just about OG, man. I think I just can't trust all these three guys together, man, being all injury prone. You know what I mean?
I understand about the injury prone part of it. That proposal is not terrible, if you ask me. Again, I think OG's great, and I think he might be coming back here sooner rather than later. Whether it's tonight or I haven't seen the latest injury report. He's listed as questionable last I saw. It could have changed in the time we've been on the show. But if he's playing the 4, and so that's what Giannis plays. If you had a scenario where you had Brunson, Giannis, and Cat on the same team,
yeah,
but that can't happen.
I don't know how, but that trade proposal kind of suggested such. Now again, I don't know how you could possibly do this, the picks and everything else, but people are having fun with it. I'm telling you, I would not light a candle and hold a vigil. I don't think it's something you should be waiting for anytime soon. But it's fun to talk about.
But just be patient. I'm telling you.
Well, and a vigil also implies someone died, so you don't want to do that regardless.
Not always. Sometimes you're waiting for something.
No,
that's
the Bucks
true.
will die.
Oh yeah.
Or should it be like
Ja
a Pope
in
situation?
Milwaukee, my God.
Should it be like a Pope situation where like smoke comes out when a decision's been made? One of those kind of deals.
Look at this good boy.
Yeah, look at this good boy. Bear, he's been adjusting so well. 15 years old and really not freaking out here. I mean, he's been literally under my feet to like the point of like, I mean, Alan, it's like a new space. So
well, he's not sniffing everything. Like he probably every corner. He's just getting all the new smells.
He's sniffing a lot, but he's in it because of his age. He's just under my foot. He just wants to be next to me
because it's everything he's smelling is not
familiar.
He's not familiar to any of it, and now he's wondering, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just hang tight.
That's cool.
We'll do some calls to close out the hour. Then a big old ENN like you dream about.
We have picks. We have picks.
You know what?
You don't want to think about them.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we got them.
I guess we'll do that next.
This is the time he looks.
Yeah, I got to get my picks ready.
Yeah.
I like the Commies against the Vikings. That sounds like a winner. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll do ENN, and then we'll do a lot more after that, all the way up till 7 o'clock, where we have Knicks basketball. And, of course, you can watch Alan tonight on MSG. You can watch Don on the MSG networks as well with the Devils. It's all happening right here on ESPN New York.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It's Chuck Devine in Snow Country. Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store. New ski areas and new trails are opening quickly thanks to the cold snowmaking weather and the fresh snow we got earlier this week, like Camelback. They got a half foot. They're on a couple runs, including their Nile Mile, a good one to take laps on at Camelback. Bel Air on 20 trails covering 7 miles in the Catskills. It's opening day at Wyndham from the top of the West Side High-Speed 6-pack on the intermediate Whistler Trail. Gore Mountain on 10 slopes. Whiteface 33 runs in the Adirondacks. Picked up 3 inches of fresh snow. Both have slopes for all abilities. So does Stratton now on a couple dozen trails. And Killington with 40 trails covering 20 miles and 4 inches fresh. Smuggler's Notch 20 slopes 2 feet fresh in the last week. Mountain Creek, New Jersey celebrates opening day Saturday. Jiminy skis Saturday in the Berkshires.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
What's the game called?
Football. These are the Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg Pro Picks.
That's football! Well, it's happening, I suppose.
It is.
It's time for Week 14. Here are your standings. Don La Greca's gloriously in first place. A record of 19-20, 35 points. He was 2-1 last week. God, it's unreal. I think of Don like actually doing well. And then I look at his and he's not. I look at his record. I go, this is for a normal year, this would be bad. But then you have Alan Hahn in second place, 16-24. 31 points. He already got his 2-point play yesterday, which is the opposite of me. I stupidly went against him for no good reason. And as a result, I'm 13-27, by far the worst record I've ever dreamed of. 27 points, 0-1 this week. And for as god-awful as we all are, it's only 8 points separating first and last place as we head into Week 14. So we got 14, let me do some math. 14, 15, 16, 17, 5 more weeks of regular season in the playoffs, guys. A lot of room to move still. So, Donnie Pucks, you're in first place. Take it away.
All right, I'm going to go with a game I think you might have on your docket. The Commies, they travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. They're getting 2.5. They get their quarterback back. And the Minnesota Vikings, have lost 4 consecutive games against the spread, which is right now the longest streak currently going on in the NFL, as Minnesota is definitely sinking fast. So I like the Commies as my 1-point play, getting 2.5 on the road. The road theme is going to continue, guys, because I got the Rams in Arizona to take on the Cardinals. It's a hefty 8.5 points, but the Rams have to be licking their wounds after taking a step back, losing to Carolina. But, Carolina's above 500. There's no shame in losing to them. It's just we anointed L.A. as the team to beat in the NFC, and they immediately lose. I think they're going to bounce back and cover that number against the Cardinal team that's been an absolute mess. That's my 2-point play. And I'm digging the Seahawks, man. I know they've disappointed me a couple of times this year when I've picked them. But Atlanta, we saw them against the Jets last week. They're just not a good football team. And even though the Seahawks are on the road, it's only 7. And I think the Seahawks are quietly becoming that team. And I would not be surprised if by the time we talk on Monday, we might be talking about the Seahawks as maybe the team that we anoint that might come out of the NFC. And plus the Hawks, they've been miserable against the spread, and the Seahawks are 9-3 against the spread in their last 12. So I like the Seahawks to cover. The 7 is my 3-point play. So I like the Commies getting 2.5 as my 1-point play. I like the Rams favored by 8.5 as my 2-point play, and the Seahawks favored by 7 as my 3-point play. So I like 3 road teams this week.
Guys, I have to cut in here real quick.
Oh, no.
We talked about if there was a big swing from what our cover 5 lines were to what the DraftKings line is for a game, that we would address it.
Okay.
On DraftKings right now, as it stands, you can check down on ESPN, the Commanders are -1.5 against the Vikings, not dogs. So that's a pretty big swing. And I feel like I would be derelict in my duties not to bring it to everybody's attention.
Derelict.
So should we use that line? Should Don get a chance to either take that line or pick something else? Or should we go with the cover 5 line? I'm leaving this up to you guys. Because all 3 of you would then pick from this line.
Don, does it affect your pick?
I mean, going from getting 2.5 to now, becoming the favorite in the game
for 1.5.
But with 2.5, I'm going to stick with my pick of the Commanders.
So so we're going to go with Commanders -1.5.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, lock it in.
That's a big swing, guys.
Yeah,
that's a 3-point swing to you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're playing yo-yo reindeer games first of all.
But
Second of
then
all,
on the cover 5, I went to ESPN this morning doing these picks, and it was the Vikings as the 2.5-point favorite. So I don't want to blame cover 5. I think this is a recent development.
So Jaden
the
Daniels
quarterback
gave them 4 points,
and McCarthy was cleared, so that took away.
Which
is that what it was?
It didn't help.
Right.
I don't think it helped.
David Borealis isn't starting for Minnesota this week?
That's unfortunate.
Aurora Borealis. All right, so I already have my 2 in the pocket, and I'll take it. I really do wish I believed in it enough to make it a 3, but that's okay because I've got a better 3 today.
If you want to change it to 3 now, you can do that.
No, I'm all set. Wait, you'd let me do that?
No, I wouldn't. That would be very generous of me. I'm sure Peter would have a problem with that.
Peter would not be happy, but all right, so my 1-point game against my better judgment because of recent history with this team. However, unless Anthony corrects this spread that I have that he provided for us earlier today, this is what I'm going with. Because this is a really good game. I'm taking the Steelers, and I'm taking the 6 points.
Wow.
As long as it's still 6 points.
Exactly the same still.
Okay, because at Baltimore, the Ravens have sucked it home. This division, as we know, the AFC North, it's always a grind, no question. But it's up for grabs, as you guys used to love to say. And Aaron Rodgers calls everybody out. They're chanting, fire Tomlin. The defense getting called out. There's something that happens when a veteran team circles the wagons in this type of a situation. I could see them going in there singing Renegade. And even if they lose, they'll lose. But it'll be, to me, 6 points is insane for a Baltimore team that's, yes, they're winning now. They're not winning pretty. And Lamar, ankle issues, hasn't practiced this week, and he really hasn't looked that good. So I'll take the Steelers and the 6 for my 1 point.
Wow.
Now my 3-point play. They saved me last week. I'm going to believe in them again. Joe Cool, Joe Burrow at Buffalo.
This is bold.
5.5 points. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anthony.
Checking now.
All right.
That's what it says here, sure.
Okay. Put the 5.5 points in my pocket. Joe Burrow, not only can he beat Patrick Mahomes, he always beats Josh Allen. 2-0 head-to-head. He's 3-0. By the way, the Bengals are 3-0 when he starts. And, crazy enough, he's won his last 8 consecutive starts.
How about that?
And last but not least, the Bills have failed to cover against their last four games against opponents with a losing record. So, I like this game with the Bengals, and that's my 3-point play.
You know what these picks are, Peter? That's what those picks are. Good for you, Alan. That's showing something.
Put it right there.
Put it right on the table. Well, listen, what am I doing, guys?
You're making. Come on. Can I look at me?
Look at me.
Look at me. You obviously. When did you make these picks?
3 minutes ago.
Hold on.
Let Bear pick it. What's the difference?
Hold on. Got him. Oh, well, did you say Bear? Love the Bears.
Oh.
No, because if you told me you did it like you worked on them this morning, I'd be like, you know what? Why you bother? Don't let it take up too much of your day.
No, I did them right now. Now, I've been riding with the Bears quite a bit.
The Bears.
Listen, I don't know if the Bears can go win in Green Bay, but that 6.5-point line to me is like, oh, it's cute. You guys are winning games. Guess what? You're still going into Green Bay and getting blasted. No, I think the Bears are the real deal. I think they will play very close. Give me the Bears getting 6.5 as Bear knocks into my camera as my 1-point play.
All right.
Now, you guys know I traditionally, I try to not get emotionally involved, even though sometimes I fail. And I sometimes end up making a mistake in betting the commies. In this particular case, coming off a performance where they looked like they're starting to play like a football team again, getting the quarterback back.
Yes.
They haven't won since early October.
That's crazy. That's before Halloween.
They're winning at some point. Getting 2.5, favored by 1.5. Commies are going to win by 3 or 7. I like them to win in Minnesota. And if I'm going to die on my sword, make my commies my 3-point play. Right on the table for your ace.
Right. have the sword go all the way through.
Or all the way up.
Impaled right through you.
Right.
So who knows? There's still – Alan and I still have 4 points out on different games over the weekend. We could still come away with me down 8 or tied up. So still a lot to do this weekend. It's all happening.
I picked 2 1:00 games, which means I could be driving home after the Knicks game on Sunday. Either I could be spamming you, Peter, text-wise, or I could be ghosting you. Don't want to hear.
Well, listen, we'll talk about all of this and much more in our NFL announcer lineup, which is coming up at ENN next, right here.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness. Experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
You'll hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi. How's everyone doing? Good. Well, was that new or was that it?
No, that's
all right, cool.
That's it.
So let's say good evening to Don.
Peter, it moved.
The fact that that was about Alan very personally is troubling. Good evening to Don.
Oi, oi. You requested not to hear that again. You're very clear.
I don't ever, Alan. You're not uncomfortable with that. I want to report it.
Oi, oi.
I don't. First of all, it's.
I'm surprised we're playing. Not because of you, because of man.
In the right context, I mean, it is a little.
What other context can there be?
We could put
usually
it in
though people, but like
we've had fun with audio lately that we've been able to kind of splice things together and turn it into something.
Yeah. But he also like changed it and like made the sound, which is generally like, it's a very hip hop term for people to say "I poppy" is a thing.
Yeah.
He turned it to like almost an older Jewish version of "oi." It's a very weird. Like
no. It's like the ziggy zaggy. Oi,
oi, oi.
I am so uncomfortable. I've never been more.
I don't disagree. If I never heard it again, I think I'd be.
No. You know what? Get Crazy Train in the beginning, and then instead of I.
How about a little Stranger Things? How about a little Stranger Things with that and Cool Man?
Oh, let's do it.
You know what? You got some good stuff from the week. Here we go. Let's see what Jacob can do on the fly. But you got to do it on time.
Cool, man.
Okay.
Peter, it moved. Oi, oi. Cool, man. Oi, oi.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh.
The oi,
how about them Cowboys?
It moved. Cool, man.
A week was had.
Oh, I gotta say, the ENNs this week have been so money.
Yep.
I don't know if there's been any news.
No.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But this is Marconi level ENN.
No, this is what ENN's supposed to be.
The people don't want us. They don't want to see it. They don't want to believe it. They don't want to understand.
They don't want us
it.
to be great. No, they don't.
They don't want us to be great.
They're
They're so sick of us being great that they don't even know what to do with themselves.
So much greatness, they're bored. They're bored.
Yeah,
of it.
we're like the Chiefs. We're so busy winning that they don't understand. Speaking of winning, when I think winning, I think Devin Williams. Yeah. Was that this week or last week?
That was, I believe that was Tuesday.
That was this week. I was too lazy to go find the other one.
That might have been Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, speaking of four-year ace, he's not an ace. His name is Devin Williams. However, the Mets and Devin Williams are now friends, and Devin Williams on why the Mets will be a good fit for him.
They're a team that wants to win.
You know, Steve's doing all he can to put a winning product out on the field, and I'd love to be a part of that.
And most importantly, a team that's willing to have me.
Yeah, that's
as opposed to a team that doesn't want to win.
Now, listening to Michael earlier this week, the Yankees didn't make an offer, so
yeah,
I don't know how many suitors he had.
They were all set.
You can't say that to your fan base. I'm here because they were willing to pay me. So you got to come up with you got to give me something better than they want to win.
Wouldn't that be great though? If
win.
If it's what made you want to be the Met? Did you see the check?
Yeah, I mean, I can explain it simply. It's the difference between having a job and not having a job.
Yeah.
So we're happy with this. This is the outcome we like. All right, here's Devin Williams on the chance of the Mets bringing back Edwin Diaz.
I think it's just a good situation. If he comes back, I think we're going to have a really good back end of the pen. So more good arms is always a good thing. That's really it.
All right,
that's a tough question to ask him.
Right.
I don't know why they did, because it's not like he has the choice to sign him, but he'd be affected by it, because if Diaz stays, he is going to be your eighth inning guy, and if Diaz leaves, he's probably going to be your closer. But he did get better as the season wore on with the Yankees. He lost his job and then got it back. So I'm starting to warm up to the signing.
All right. That's cool, man. Or as Don La Greca might say.
Cool, man.
Damn right!
Well, I'm not to that level.
No, I think cool, man.
I think
he's
cool
right
man
about where he is.
Very accurate.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right
you.
on the money, right? Yeah, sure, right there. Sure.
Yeah, right there.
By the way, was that thank you? Do you guys remember the origin story? I
was thanking a guest, but it just came out.
Yes, and I just called it out. I think I just heard it. And he went to this weird voice when we were wrapping up the interview, and it was a throwaway. And it just, on its own, it's brilliant.
But we catch everything, as you know.
That's right. Thank you. Aaron Glenn, he's focused on winning.
Guys, our focus is going out there and winning the game. It doesn't matter if it's a division opponent, doesn't matter who it is. Our focus is go win the game. That's how our players feel. That's how the coaches feel. We're excited about it. We look forward to it, and we're ready to go.
Cool, man.
Exactly.
Again, I don't know who cuts this sound, but can't have the slug be exactly what he says. That bothers me. But that just
you don't like
what
over. You don't like when the slug is
clown show, clown show.
I told you some of the best Mike Breen bits when he worked for Imus was when he would set up and Knicks coach Jeff Van Gundy said they've got to play better, and then the quote is, "We've got to play better."
And then
it'd just be hilarious.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
Flip out like I do, right?
No, because it was intentionally.
It was
fun.
intentional.
It was intentionally.
So I don't think whoever cut that was trying to be intentionally fun.
No,
or me who set it up. Now, here's
you could have set it up with the way it told you to set it up,
If it's
right?
slugged, right? It should be slugged with the setup. That's what it should be slugged with.
Oh, right. So when it says focused on winning, it shouldn't mean he literally says the words focused on winning.
Exactly.
He should be like, hey, our top priority is to win this week.
Right.
I get it. How about this? Aaron Glenn, I'm guaranteeing this won't be the exact words. Aaron Glenn on backup quarterback Brady Cook.
He's a very fiery guy, and the one thing that we do quite a bit in practice is we have a number of competition periods, and you see exactly how he goes about his business when his time comes up to really be in that situation to compete. He looks forward to it. He always asks when those opportunities are going to come for him to get a chance to do it, and we make sure we give him those reps. So he's a very competitive guy. He's going to be a quarterback in this league. I do know that. I can't tell you when, right, but he'll be a quarterback in this league.
When you're backing up a 36-year-old injury-prone quarterback, your time will come.
Yeah.
There's a good opportunity.
I can't tell you when. Ain't going to be here, but I'm sure he will be one day. That's what it sounds like he's saying.
If it means anything to you, back in the day when he was at Missouri, young Brady Cook, he had an opportunity where the starter got injured, and his number was called against none other than SEC powerhouse Georgia.
And
I'll tell you right now, Brady Cook stepped right in that game, and he threw for 78 yards in a 43-6 loss. So, you can expect, if his number is called, don't you worry. There's a history here, folks.
The setup of that, Peter, was brilliant.
You didn't know where it was going. You didn't know where it was going.
I kind of felt like I knew where it was going, but I was wondering if you were going to surprise me, and then you didn't, which was great, which made it even better.
No.
You know what I want to do, Peter?
But then he got the starting job, and things got a little better.
He threw for 78 yards.
We don't have the funds, but I would love to just take Jacob, right? Work him out.
Start a game.
Get him on the sideline, some college team. Get some footage of him throwing the football. Get it on YouTube. Get a buzz going about him, and to see if he gets a call from an NFL team at some point during the season.
Right.
Just how much could you fake it?
Right. Can we get
have him out on the field pretending like he's doing drills and looking like everything looks great?
Get Mike Tannenbaum on it just to throw something out there. Mel Kiper just saying, hey, this Jacob Perry, man, I don't know if you've noticed him from Alcorn State.
Alcorn State.
Why not?
No, in your case, Jacob, be all porn state.
Yeah. Right. You porn state.
Which
From YouPorn, he's a senior at YouPorn.
But would that
he's
not
putting
be,
up some big numbers? Let me tell you right now.
For some reason, he wants to stay for a fifth year.
Jacob Perry.
I'm entering the transfer portal.
Quarterback.
YouPorn.
Porn State.
And it'll be interesting. We'll see whether we get a look at Brady Cook. Hopefully not, guys.
Nicely done.
I don't like their odds in that situation, and I'd like to see the Jets get a win against Miami. Now, speaking of injuries, Kyler Murray done for the rest of the year. His foot injury has not progressed, according to Jonathan Gannon, the head coach. So he's out for the rest of the year.
He gone.
On the flip side, Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, who has not played since dislocating his left elbow on November 9th, he back, full participant, starting against the Vikings, according to Dan Quinn. T. Higgins has cleared the concussion protocol. He will be available for the Bengals when they go to Buffalo. Big for you there.
Oh, yeah.
On the flip side, the Chicago Bears, and of course I knew this, will be without their top wideout, Roma Dunze. He did not practice. Yeah, he's out.
Good research by you.
Yeah, no, I did the work, but that's why the line was what it was, and I feel very comfortable. We'll pound the running attack. I'm feeling great about it. Urlacher's playing.
Yeah.
As long as Urlacher's good,
right.
I think this team will go as far as Kyle Orton will take him.
Walter Payton's ready, right? He's ready. He's
good
to go.
As long as Richard Dent and Steve Mongo McMichael have something to say, I like this team's odds.
Rex Grossman's backing up Caleb.
No, Don, this is just in. Should Caleb not be ready to go? Mike Tomczak is available.
Oh, he's good. Good,
by the way,
backup.
That's a Stranger Things drop for you.
That's a Stranger pull. Right. Yeah.
That could also work in case something were to happen to Rodgers in Pittsburgh. That name also works there.
Tomczak, I think, could also work. Is that it? I feel like there's one more.
That I'm aware of.
I'm sure there were others.
Wow. Jacob doesn't feel like playing the music anymore.
No, he doesn't.
LeBron's streak is over. That's right. 1,297 consecutive double-digit regular season scoring efforts ended when LeBron had a Brady Cook-like performance, 8 points, as the Lakers win 123-120 over the Raptors. He did have the game-winning assist to Hachimura, who hit a three-pointer to end it.
Hot potato.
But James asked if he had any thoughts after about the streak ending, and he said none. We won. Although I will say, you got to have a little bit of a thought about that, don't you? Like, isn't that like
he will later?
That is not because of the streak, but because of the bar that the streak sets.
Can
in terms
I tell
of
you
the way you play?
Again, that's like Cal Ripken. How that ever gets broken. See you, Don.
Take care, gentlemen. Have a great weekend.
Cool, man.
You too. Cool, man.
I hate to say that the show sounds better when Don's gone.
Just because of the background music and all the noise.
But that background noise is...
Yeah. You need to sit
I'm
up
going to miss Don.
now.
I'm going to miss Don.
Oh, my
God.
That was a moment. That was a moment.
Will
you admit that we have gotten him, though, to do things that he wouldn't have done on the K Show?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say we've created moments that allowed for those things to happen. I think he's a lunatic who would do anything anywhere.
You think so? Okay. I thought there were some things that he wouldn't have done
You think it would have held back?
Around
well, listen,
Michael.
if it's going to make you feel good, like you have brought something, then absolutely, I think
All
that's
right, good.
true.
That's all I needed. I needed that for the weekend. I needed to take that into the weekend with me, so thank you for letting me have that.
Now, we have to get to the NFL announcer line, but 1 second. We are going to get into a little bit more about the World Cup draw after ENN. Did you reach out to Andrew Gundling? Did we hear back, Anthony?
I thought we had an agreement that one of us was going to, and we never determined who.
I said I would do it, and then you went, I can do it, and then I said, all right, well, that's it. The producer has spoken. Well, guess what? I'm writing it right now.
Clown show.
Yeah, he's hit us with a straw.
The straw drop was good.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your NFL announcer lineup. Big week 14 of the foosball. We start at 1 o'clock. We go down to Atlanta. All right, fire up some Outcasts, some Goody Mob. Get yourself in the zone. Maybe play a little Sir Mix-a-Lot while you're at it because Seattle's in town. Or Macklemore, if that's your speed. The Seahawks and the Falcons in Atlanta, 1 o'clock on Fox with Kevin Kugler.
And it's caught! It's a touchdown!
He'll be joined by Daryl, Moose Johnson, and Allison Williams.
I feel like I got invited to sit at the big kids table. This is awesome, so thank you.
We stay at 1 o'clock. We move the channel over to CBS for an AFC North clash. The Steelers of Pittsburgh in trouble. An angry, beat-up Aaron Rodgers against an underperforming last week and somewhat worrisome Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson at the helm. It's 1 o'clock. It's CBS. It's Hello, Friends.
Hello, friends.
Jim Nantz. He'll be joined by Anthony Romo.
Hey, take your helmet off. Give it to me. Give it to me. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
And Tracy Wolfson, of course.
Wow, what a game, as we expected.
You don't get a ton of 1 o'clock Nantz vehicles, Alan.
No, I was thinking that. I was wondering if this would be a Nantz and Romo, and it is. It's because, again, at AFC North, it's two classics. Steelers-Ravens is – it's not a great week, by the way, lineup-wise, so.
No, it's not. And you would have thought maybe Cincinnati and Buffalo, but as you'll find out shortly, that's a Fox vehicle.
That is a Fox vehicle, correct.
So we stay at 1 o'clock. We go to Fox, the Titans and the Browns. This game, this smells like a Wednesday in hell. Chris Myers on the call.
Hi, I'm Chris Myers.
He'll be joined by Stink Schlereth.
I literally empty my bladder completely on the bench.
Fitting.
And Jen Hale.
You're such an effort guy.
And because they have to play every week, there's, of course, an AFC South matchup. I swear to God, it feels like every week. Smells like Thursday, but it's not. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, CBS 1 o'clock.
This is a big game.
It is. Iron Eagles on the call.
You were well bronxed in that photo.
Wait. Before you continue, the previous game, what game was that?
The Titans and the Browns.
Oh, okay. Titans-Browns.
I said that, didn't I?
I don't think
I
you did.
just
You went right
so
to it
bad?
Smells like a Wednesday in hell.
Was it so bad that I skipped it?
That's Shedeur Sanders to you and me.
That's
There's
right.
a reason to watch.
Trying to right the ship.
Yep.
Now, the Colts are a short favorite at the Jaguars in a very important game, as Alan just said.
It is.
Iron Eagles on the call. He'll be joined by J.J. Watt. And then Washington.
The lobby is bustling. There is an energy here.
You know where my focus will be.
I don't know why.
1 o'clock on Fox. Jaden Daniels is back. J.J. McCarthy is back. The Commanders and the Vikings in Minnesota with Adam Amin.
Now stands erect.
He'll be joined by Drew Brees.
I can't stand to watch that offense.
And Christina Pink.
Oh, yeah, the swagger is back.
We stay at 1 o'clock. We take we jump on the, I don't know how we'd get here from Minnesota, but maybe 66? I don't know. It's the Dolphins and the Jets on CBS. Spiro Didi's on the call.
That is Adetokumbo.
He'll be joined by Adam Archuleta.
Adam Golden Archuleta.
And Aditi Kinkwabala.
Trevor said he needed to be loose. Did he look loose to you?
Now, we stay at 1 o'clock, but we go down south. Tampa Bay. The Saints and the Bucs in what would have been a fun game if the Saints didn't absolutely suck ass. Kevin, can you say that? I don't know.
We're going to find out.
Not at all.
No, you're fine.
Kevin Harlan on the call.
That guy is headed to the slammer.
Trent Green.
Holy smokes.
And Melanie Collins.
Tyreek, what happened this morning?
The AFC South and the NFC South, they just play every week, it feels like. It's so crazy to me.
Yep.
Now, we stay at 1 o'clock. A nice 1 o'clock slate for you Red Zone people. The Bengals and the Bills in Buffalo. Joe Davis on Fox.
Oh, my gosh!
He'll be joined by Greg Willison.
Chilling on the 7th floor. I gotta let these chickens know Big Greg is in the house.
It's really good.
It's the only thing I could play from that song.
What do you mean that's the only thing?
It's the only thing.
The rest,
unless you, of course, were speaking, because you. But yes,
so explicit.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. You didn't know he got down like that.
What's more awkward, the Greg Olson rap or Don's sounding like a Puerto Rican chick having a great time?
The Greg Olson rap.
Yeah, they're both tough though. Pam Oliver's on the sideline.
Hey now.
We go to 405. We go to Las Vegas. We go to the Broncos and the Raiders. Andrew Catalan.
Adam Catalan on Andrew. Damn it.
Charles Davis.
Take your shots downfield, Carolina.
Jason McCourty.
It's okay, Rondé.
And A.J. Ross.
Texans running back Joe Mixon dapping it up.
Now, you guys already knew what this game would be. 4:25 on Fox. Bears, Packers, Burkhardt.
Boston College.
Tom Brady.
I have a lot of friends who outkick their coverage.
Aaron Andrews.
All right, old man. I can joke with you about that.
And Tom Rinaldi.
How spectacular and great is this?
Packers, a 6.5-point favorite against the Bears. The Bears right now, the number 2 team in the NFC. Packers, though, still trying to win that division. A win on Sunday would go a long way. We will all be locked into that one. 4:25 also, the Rams and the Cardinals in an NFC West clash like you dream about with Kenny Albert.
Short man with a long stick.
Yeah.
We've talked about that stick in the past.
He'll be joined by Chris Collinsworth. Why is that Chris Collinsworth?
Wait a second.
But why?
You, first of all, you mixed two games together.
Uh-oh.
I did?
Yeah, you're all over the map today.
Kenny Albert.
Ramadan Strap.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I lost it.
Clown show. Clown show. Clown show. Clown show.
I've derailed, folks. That's where I am in this NFL season. It's the Rams and the Cardinals. It's Kenny Albert, and we ping the stick drop. But then it was the Jonathan.
There you
And by the way, maybe that happened. Maybe the reason I skipped Jonathan Vilma, because if I have to watch more Jonathan Vilma this year, I'm going to lose.
We have to figure out why Peter sounds like he's underwater.
Peter just is there a flood?
So that's a problem.
That is a problem.
That's a little bit of an issue.
You know what else is an issue?
That you don't have anything for the announcer lineup.
Listen, it might have to be a collaborative effort because
the other issue is the fact that in about 3 minutes I have to be across 7th Avenue.
A lot of things are going wrong here.
There's
Peter?
a lot happening right now.
Settle down. We're
there
reset.
He is. He's
We're
back from underwater.
Let me guess. Batteries were dying.
No, the battery's fully plugged in. I don't know what happened. I blame Vilma. Let's go to Sunday Night Football, 8:20. The Texans and the Chiefs. Sounds like a playoff Saturday, but it's not. It's Mike Tirico.
They still seem to resonate.
There are 3 teams.
He'll be joined by Chris Collinsworth.
Oh, come on. Come on. That is terrible.
And Melissa Stark.
Both sidelines have chicken broth and hot chocolate.
There's always so much Collinsworth variety to choose from. That's a sign of a great announcer. Every week they've got new options. We go to Monday Night Football in what could be a pretty fun game. The Eagles at the Chargers. ABC, ESPN, 8:15. Joe Buck on the call.
I have proof Joe Buck is the spawn of Satan.
Troy Aikman.
He is so hot inside.
Lisa, that one sounds so nuts.
Just, then you should have Don's drop after that.
Yeah, oh my God. That and
How
Don
would that
together
work?
is as uncomfortable as you could humanly even
We should have uncomfortable
He is
moments
so
on this.
hot inside.
It didn't work.
It almost worked. It almost was there.
It almost.
Lisa Salters, folks.
Welcome to the playoffs.
And Laura
Ice cold.
Rutledge.
Enjoy that flight.
See, they're both ice cold. Like, come on. They
What?
both have personalities.
I don't know why you guys decided to do Salters and Rutledge that way, but I enjoy it
Laura
every time.
and Lisa sound like they're just they sound like
Marge's sisters. I mean, they're just done.
No, not even like Wendy and Lisa from the Revolution, right? Like just monotone voices, just done with it.
Welcome to the playoffs. Enjoy that flight.
Now combine that with Don. No, I'm just kidding. That'll do it for ENN and your NFL announcer lineup. We got through it. Had some issues. It seemed like
out of water. I will see you. Have a great weekend, Peter. I will see everybody on Monday.
Have a great call tonight. You don't call it a call, but you get the idea. Do a great job there tonight on MSG, Allen. He will be all over the Knicks and the Yaz, of course, on MSG. And then we are going to take you the rest of the way. Now, I think, you know what happened there, Anthony, at the end of ENN?
Tell me.
It's that Jonathan Vilma karma. I said,
that was...
When you speak out on Vilma, all of a sudden things just go wrong. I spoke. I apologize to Jonathan and his family. And we open the phone lines to everybody. 1-800-919-3776. I'm also going to get a hold of Andrew Gundling by hook or by crook. Talk a little bit about the World Cup grouping. If you happen to be a soccer fan who never gets to get through and talk some soccer, curious about your thoughts on that as well, with the U.S. getting what has to be described as a favorable group, to say the least. But we could take football calls. It's all here. You know what we do late on a Friday on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York. Now, folks, let me talk to you about FanDuel for a moment. Why, you say? I'll tell you why. Because the weekend is here, and when the weekend is here, it's time to get in on all the action. And that's what you can do with FanDuel Sportsbook. All right? Here's how it goes. Every single Friday, we have happy hour on FanDuel, NBA happy hour. Now, from 6 to 7:30, FanDuel drops limited time specials to get you in the zone. So I'm talking about boosts, I'm talking about bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy, all right? This isn't just a random promo, okay? It's your weekly pregame NBA happy hour every Friday, 6 to 7:30 Eastern, only on FanDuel, your official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Visit FanDuel.com/Peter to grab your reward before the clock expires. 21 and over, physically present, New York option required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. LEG requirements and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text OPEN-Y 467-369.
It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
Getting more as a MyLowe's Pro Rewards member is easier than ever with the Lowe's app. Download it today and earn 500 points the first time you log in. Plus, your digital wallet helps you scan, save, earn, and access what you need to manage it all in one place. Download the Lowe's app and take advantage of your Pro benefits today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 12/1/25 through 1/7/26. Offer valid for first login per organization only. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Additional restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
All right, we are going to get Andrew Gundling on the line, the great Andrew Gundling, to talk about the U.S.'s draw in the World Cup. And we're also going to open the phone lines to you guys right now, 1-800-919-3776, 1-800-919-3776. It is all on the table for you right now. Any single subject that interests you, give us a shout. We will get to it between now and 7 o'clock. But first, we bring in our good friend, Andrew Gundling. You may know him from his Caught Offside podcast or his years of flawless production on the K Show. Andrew, how are you?
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm good. We talked about you earlier when we got the news of the U.S. men's national team's World Cup draw. And we wanted to talk to you. Now, I wanted to make sure we spoke to you before we started getting into our basic topics, like why don't they keep time more exact, and some of your favorite subjects. But I have to imagine
diving and all those things. Yeah.
Oh, they're diving. We don't know how much time. What is it with this extra time? Now, what was your original and immediate reaction when you saw this grouping, and was it not surprising that it was so favorable given that they're the host nations? Did any of it surprise you?
Well, host nation or not, I mean, they still could have drawn potentially difficult teams. Now, not the most high-level difficult teams, because the U.S. were in what's called Pot 1, where the host nations go along with the other 9 highest-seeded teams in the world. So you were never going to get England, Germany, Argentina, Spain, none of those. But there are still very good teams that they could have drawn. Morocco, Norway's been unbelievable in European qualifying, and they missed pretty much all of them. I mean, it's a pretty – if your goal here is we want to go as far as possible, then this is a really ideal draw. If you were hoping for the U.S. to draw some glamour nations, other big names, then maybe you're not quite as happy. But I think the goal here for most people is let's win as many games as possible and see how much fun this summer can actually wind up being.
Now, is the group favorable enough? And also, can you actually before that? So we know it's the U.S., Paraguay, and Australia. How is the fourth team in the group being determined?
So every region in soccer, these tournaments, the World Cup is broken down into different regions of the world. You may have heard people reference CONCACAF. That's the region that the U.S. are in. And so every region is assigned a certain number of teams that can enter this tournament. UEFA is the European region. They get 16 teams into the tournament. 12 have already qualified automatically, and then the last 4 happen via a playoff, which will occur in March. And so up to this point, it's still not determined who those final 4 teams will be. For the U.S., they know it will be one of Slovakia, Kosovo, Turkey, and Romania. Slovakia is going to play Kosovo, Turkey plays Romania, the 2 winners will meet, and then whoever wins from that kind of mini Final Four, that will be the final team in the U.S. group.
So these are games that would air on TBS on a Tuesday, is what you're saying?
Are these like the True TV?
The True TV playing games. Now, would you be waiting with bated breath to see that U.S. Romania rematch from 1994?
Oh wow! Look at you.
How do you like that? How do you like that?
Well, I'll tell you what. I would be interested. So the U.S. The thing that's interesting about this group for the U.S. So they haven't gone through qualifying. When you're a host nation for the World Cup, you qualify automatically. So they haven't had to go through the qualifying cycle, which means they've been able to schedule friendlies against other teams looking for opposition to play. And through a stroke of luck, the U.S. scheduled friendlies recently against Paraguay and Australia. So they're very familiar with them. And then I think the favorite to come through that foursome of teams in Europe would probably be Turkey, who was another friendly that the U.S. scheduled earlier this summer. So there's a chance they'll have played all 3 of the teams in their group within the last 6 months, which is incredibly rare. It almost never happens. So that's the rematch. Turkey really kind of dominated the U.S. in that game. So, yeah, if you're nostalgic, like you are apparently, for the U.S.-Romania rematch that we've all been waiting for, then, yeah, have at it. But I think the one against Turkey, I guess, would be the one that I would be a little more intrigued by.
How can you put into words how bad a loss, not getting out of this group, would look for U.S. soccer? Like, because the group is this favorable, is there actually an immense amount of pressure for them to make it out of this stage? Or was that always going to be there just from them being the host nation?
So, yes, there will always be, for whoever the host nation is, however, even the tiniest of host nations, there's always inherent pressure to overperform a little bit, whether that means for some countries just get out of the group. For others, you got to win the whole thing. So for the U.S., there was always going to be pressure, no matter what, to do well in this tournament. I would say now, I mean, not getting out of the group would be horrifying. It would be a hideous missed opportunity for the U.S., especially too, Peter. Like, this is the first World Cup with the expanded format. It used to be 32 teams, the top 2 from each group advance, and you go into the round of 16 for the knockout stage. This is the first year where they've expanded to 48 teams. So the top 2 from each group still advance automatically, but the top 8 third-place teams also advance. So think of, like, it would be a disaster of epic proportions. It's hard not to get out. 32 of the 48 teams in this tournament are going to advance out of the group stage into this newly formed round of 32. So I would almost say now for the U.S., like, getting out of the group can't be a measuring stick. The bar has to be higher than simply just getting out of the group.
Can you believe, I was just looking back, it was 2018 that they didn't qualify.
Right.
Do you realize that it's been over 8 years, that means? Or around 8 years. Sorry, it's 2025 now. So it's been 7 to 8 years since me, you, and JJ Devaney were in that small studio back at 125 West End, watching when there was just too much Tobago from Trinidad and Tobago, and the U.S. couldn't qualify.
What a night. That's still, I still can't believe that happened. Like, that was one of those sporting events that just, like, never seemed real to me until we were looking at it and there was zeros on until the game was over. So the idea of the U.S. not qualifying is crazy. But, you know, it's those low moments that make this fun. Like, this team looks good right now. They just beat Uruguay 5-1, and Uruguay is a really good team. You know, the U.S. had a rough patch mid-year in the summer. It didn't look good. They've ended the year with five games unbeaten. Momentum is good. Like those nights, that night against Trinidad, it feels no one will ever forget it. But like it feels like a long time ago now, which it was, and like that's good. It's time. Hopefully, this tournament will be like a true turning of the page, if that didn't happen already with 2022.
The United States, obviously, 2002 was the best year. They made the quarters and lost to Germany, who went on to the final. Doesn't it feel like, though, at some point, I mean, that was such a long time ago. Like, you just can't simply, if you're the U.S., do round of 16 over and over again. That is just, I know we've said this forever, but, like, Andrew, we've been having this conversation since you and I were, like, teenagers. And, I'm in my mid-40s. You're catching up with me quickly. At some point, this thing actually has to take a turn in the right direction. Like, something truly affirmative has to happen with this team where you can say in earnest that they're moving in the right direction, no?
Yeah, I know. And, I mean, look, this is so the opportunity to do it at home. I mean, just think of how influential this moment could be for American soccer if they're able to go on a run in a way that we haven't necessarily seen before. Now, the thing with these tournaments, though, is it does take, like, yes, the U.S. need to be good. They've got to play well. They've got to stay healthy. There's things like that. But there is this element of it that is luck. Draw, shake it. If we don't know yet what their pathway will be. I think it's tomorrow that they're going to announce which groups will face other corresponding groups in the knockout round. So we don't know yet what the U.S.'s potential opponents would look like should they advance. But, a lot of that, like England, for example. Now, England are great as it is. They've got some of the world's best players. They're incredible. But in the last couple tournaments, they've also benefited from being on, like, the quote-unquote right side of the draw. They haven't had to face, some of the world's gigantic teams in some of these tournaments, and they've been able to benefit from that, and they beat who's on the schedule, and they go on runs. And, yeah, they haven't won, but they've finished runner-up in a couple European championships. So there is that element of it, too. If the U.S. wind up by just, like, sheer unluck of facing France in the round of 32, who are ridiculous and could easily win this whole thing, if the U.S. lose, does that mean that American soccer is not as good as where it should be? I don't know. Right. Now, how it looks
matters is what you're saying.
Yeah, now look, if they wind up faced with a smaller nation and can't win, then we can have a whole conversation about that. So it's hard to say right now, just like what's the round that they need to get to for this to be a success.
How much do you want to bet, and I say this based on nothing but conspiracy, that they end up tomorrow, we'll find out they have a very favorable situation. I guarantee. I guarantee they have a favorable path. It's just a matter of, like, can you beat Qatar? Can you win that game? And will they be able to do that? Well, listen, as we get closer, we really hope to have you and JJ, who, by the way, not only do they do a great job with soccer, but they're just generally entertaining and charming individuals. Caught Offside, the podcast, you can find it everywhere. And as we get closer to World Cup, I'm sure we'll try to have you guys on as much as we can. So thanks for making time, buddy.
Yeah, you bet, man. Good to talk to you.
Oh, and last thing out the door, what is your scale of 1 to 5, your level of concern about the Eagles at this moment?
Well, again, if the expectation is Super Bowl, then like 4.5, closing in on 5.
It's coming unglued, is what you're saying.
Well, like, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. You probably don't watch them as closely as I do, but they're on national TV a good amount. You've seen them. Like,
oh,
dude,
sure, I watch them on Black Friday every snap. Yeah. I
mean, this offense is just, I don't know. It's impossible to watch. I think they lead the league in 3 and outs. Like how they have superstars at every position. So something is just broken here. Now their defense may be good enough to carry them, and if the offense can find it like just enough to steady themselves and go on a run, then that's certainly possible. But their offenses just look so bad for the entire season. It just doesn't feel like you can snap your fingers and they're suddenly going to just be like, oh, we fixed it. Here we go. Like, it doesn't feel like that's going to happen.
Well, I mean this with all due respect that I hope you're right and it doesn't happen. I'll talk to you next week, buddy.
All right. I'll see you.
There he is, the great Andrew Gundling. We love Andrew. I actually have plans with him next week. Going to see my guy. Haven't seen him in a minute. I'm going to open the phone lines right now. We only have one more segment, so I need every phone line filled with the most random of conversations. And we're off to a great start because the only person on hold has been wanting to tell us that something about Ozzy and cats. The Ozzy Osbourne cat murder is the only person who's been waiting for over 70 minutes to speak. But we'll talk to you guys next, 1-800-919-3776, as we close out Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Listen up, football fans. You won't. Why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call USMed at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, USMed is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
All right, we are 5 minutes from the weekend, folks. 1-800-919-3776. Any single topic you want to get in the next 5 minutes, I will put you on. That's how we do it. It's truly Freedom Friday. Anthony in Jersey City. What's up, Anthony?
Yo, Rosenberg. What's up, man? I've been a fan for years. I used to listen to Hot 97 every morning for years. No Thanksgiving wrap this year?
No, I dropped this year. You left us. You didn't stick around to hear it? Come on.
Oh, I didn't hear it. All right, I'll have to find it.
Yeah, you'll find it there.
I wish that Don was still on for this, but
I will
I'm
inform
sure
him about what you're going to share.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure I wasn't the only one who was disturbed by that list that Don gave the other day, which I thought was hilarious to do as a tribute, just tell all the crazy stuff that Ozzy did. So I was looking it up last night, and supposedly Ozzy's sons, Jack and Louie, have since debunked that story and said that Ozzy was most likely just hallucinating and going crazy. They never owned 17 cats or 11 cats, whatever. He probably shot some feral cats outside, but the story with him and the shotgun and Sharon, that was a hallucination, according to his sons.
I have to tell you, this is very, very big news that you just dropped here on the show. Because I was extremely disturbed.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing that I also think is funny is that when I told this to the great Anthony Pusick, he seemed to be very
Anthony
upset.
Pusick.
The great Pusick, he seemed to be very upset at the fact that he didn't actually kill the cat.
He shot all the cats.
So I don't. Yeah,
Wait, Anthony,
that's a great drop.
Anthony, you were disappointed that Ozzy didn't actually murder the cats?
I'm disappointed. It might hurt the drop for drop madness. That's where I'm in. That's where I'm hurting.
Now, see, I argue that it makes it better because it's not as dark. It's Don kind of.
Don just talking about cats getting shot.
That's exactly right. But
Exactly.
it's not real. I'm with the caller, Anthony. It's a great call. Thank you for waiting on hold. Have a great weekend. I think it makes it less dark that in fact Ozzy did not murder all the cats because that was always a stain. EJ in the UPS truck. What's up, EJ?
Hey, I'll be quick. What is your dream booking for John Cena's last match coming up here?
Well, EJ, whatever it is, it's probably not happening, right? Because in an hour, SmackDown starts, and Gunther and LA Knight will have this match, and one of them will face John Cena.
You don't want either of them to. You want either of them to be his final match?
I'm not saying I don't want it. You said, "What's my dream?"
That's true.
Yeah, my dream was not LA Knight or Gunther. I'd say my dream would be, okay, at this point, what if all of it was planned and then as the match is about to happen, The Rock just showed up and The Rock said, I'm the final boss. Your final match is against me. Isn't that the thing?
Yeah, but he would never do it. He stopped wrestling. It's so sad. The storyline that they had going into Elimination Chamber, he didn't show up.
I know. And Cena probably wouldn't like that because Cena's a good guy. And unless that was the plan the whole time, he wouldn't want to take this opportunity away. So who do you prefer between LA Knight and Gunther?
I think they're going to pass the torch to Gunther. I think he's next up. I'm not a big fan of LA Knight, really.
I appreciate you, EJ. And if you get a chance, Cheap Heat will drop tomorrow. We talked about that a lot today on today's episode of Cheap Heat on Pro Wrestling Nation. Obviously spent a lot of time on Cena as we head down to the final week now. This is an upsetting call. Let's go to Matt in White Plains. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Peter. Start off big fan, so, not coming at you, but I was hearing everything you were saying about the Lions yesterday in the beginning of the show, and obviously he's had a tough year with the picks, so I was in my pick and pull, I was leaning Lions, and then, I'm hearing that, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, but then later in the show, you go ahead and pick the Cowboys against everything that you said, and at that point I knew I had to go and make a key bet on the Lions.
On the Lions. No, and I hope you did.
On the Lions. I mean, you mush. You put yourself in the bathroom with that situation type of thing, It's like you did it to yourself. You had all the right points. You gave it out.
But you did the right thing. But you did the right thing, and you picked the Lions? Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, for sure. So I appreciate you. So,
Matt, thank you. You're correct. You're honest. I did that completely wrong. I knew everything I knew with my soul the Lions would cover, and there I was. By the way, also note, Anthony, just write down footnote. The day started with Ballard texting me going, "You got to go with the Cowboys tonight." he's truly in the bathroom. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
It's Tully time.
Knicks Jazz right after us right here at 7 o'clock. The Devils and the Golden Knights at 7 on MSG Networks as well. And Don will be on the call. Alan will be a part of the Knicks coverage, of course. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Ballard is so often wrong that the fact that I ended up even landing thinking that was a good idea, what was I thinking? I knew it was Detroit. It's a bad job. Listen, it's been a bad year. And when you're lost, you're lost. Shout out to everyone in the chat, Black Metronome, Rico, Dylan Davis, Master of Squirrels, Primo, Caesar, everyone who's been rocking with us in the chat. We appreciate you. And to Anthony and Jacob as well. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, everyone.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to